Hello everyone and welcome back to, wait, let me make sure it's working actually. Okay, yeah, it's recording. Welcome back to Stray Gods, the role-playing musical.
Have you been waiting up this whole time?
What, hold on, wait. What happened to the captions? There we go.
Yeah? A goat man sends you off into the night. Your life is on the line. And I'm gonna, what, sleep? What if you were taken prisoner, kept in a cave by a cyclops, or I don't know, turned into a tree? I was worried sick.
Okay, also sorry for jumping right into this. I was gonna let it play out and then talk when I got to the next choice segment. I'm actually really excited to be recording this today because I was contemplating recording the whole rest of the game yesterday because yesterday was my birthday and I had the place to myself. And so I was contemplating it. And then I went, no, I'll wait till tomorrow and then do like 3 episodes total. And then I was also thinking I was going to replay the game and only pick red for the music segments. As well as choose different options for conversations to try and get different stuff. I'm not going to try to get everything in an episode. But I was thinking, because I'd been listening to the red soundtrack specifically, and it goes really hard for some of the songs. So it's one of the routes I really want to play. So yeah, after my playthrough of this regularly, I'm gonna do probably, I might do it in a live special or just like 1 mega episode where I do all of Red or something like that. Like I'll dedicate a whole day to it. It'll probably be a weekend or something because back to school starts for one again soon. I'm going to college. Yeah, stuff like that. You know, everyone has to start doing their own stuff again. Anyway, let's continue this game because I've been excited to see what happens after last time. Turned into a tree.
That's random.
Yeah, Apollo kept chasing this woman named Daphne, and doesn't matter. Important thing is, you're back.
That's from
I met Apollo
mythology,
tonight,
right?
actually.
What? No way. Okay, all right. You have to tell me everything that happened. Huh. Persephone runs a club called the Underworld. That's a little on the nose.
Literally what we said.
I wouldn't suggest saying that to her face.
And you ended up siding with Apollo? Lord of the Sun, god of prophecy? Do you trust him?
I mean, these idols are all crazy, really.
As much as you can trust an idol. I swear, Freddy, they're all nuts.
They're all crazy.
If they're even a little like the stories, you should be super
Specifically
careful.
Persephone,
So,
she was
what are your options?
wild. Oh, man, let's
You
get
need to go
deep
back to
topic.
Apollo's place, right?
I could go back to the underworld. Make sure Persephone isn't taking my decision personally.
Okay.
Oh, and, there's this. Pan left a card, says, come by Olympus. I doubt he means the mountain in Greece.
Oh yeah, idols. That's where we first met the chorus.
That name keeps coming up. The idols live there. Or at least, most of them do.
Most of them do.
Sounds cool.
Because
Even
we've
if
seen
Pan
Apollo's
is
house.
there.
And
Still not a fan?
You know how some people just
Hold
set
on.
your teeth on edge? That's Pan. I can't help it.
I
But
actually get that.
Doesn't matter. I said I'd help, and that's what I'll do. You can count on me, Grace.
Thanks, Freddy.
The muse! Oh, the embodiment of inspiration!
Dang.
Can you believe it?
Yeah, kinda.
Oh shit, we actually get a choice now. I should talk to Apollo or go see what. I think I'm gonna go Apollo, Persephone, Pan. Oh shit, can I not do everything though? That's what I'm wondering. Because I'm worried if I go to one, I can't do the other two. Because some games are like that, especially in visual novels. Fuck, the adrift little lullaby playing in the background is so relaxing. I honestly love the song. Like, sorry, I'm at a lack of words right now. I'm just thinking, contemplating a lot of stuff because I don't want to miss something that like could be really cool. Like I don't like if I go to Persephone's, would something really cool happen? but I'd miss out on something with Pan and Apollo. So I'm gonna go to Apollo first. Because I'm on his route. I'm trying to do his route, so we'll
Grace,
see
you're back.
if we get locked out of the
That's
other two
good. I
or
was just
not.
about to call you.
He means he wants me to call you because Paul here still hasn't figured out how to use a phone.
That's not true. I know how, I just don't like them. They're confusing. Anyhow, I've been contemplating our list of suspects, and I think Pan is someone we need to consider.
Okay, hold on. What about... What's this about phones?
Wait. You don't like phones?
I just don't like talking to people I can't see.
No, it's the ringtones. They scare the crap out of him, I kid you not.
I'm not frightened. Only a child would be frightened. They're just very loud.
Yeah.
Can we return to the subject of Pan, please?
I thought you just counted Pan.
Why Pan? I thought you'd rejected him as a suspect.
Yeah, he
Persephone
did, didn't he?
did. But I've had time to think it over.
Oh.
Pan is a schemer.
Oh, wait. Does that mean if we sided with Persephone, we'd have a different prime suspect? Okay.
A traitor in favors. He always has been. His sudden appearance in all this cannot be coincidental.
You think he could have killed Calliope after all?
Perhaps. Or he knows who did and is trying to turn it to his benefit.
Okay.
He always knows more than he pretends.
You should
I mean,
know.
he's obsessed with money. That does
Pan
make
asked me to
sense.
meet him at Olympus. I'm not sure why.
Wait, he wants to see you again? I don't like this.
Ooh, you jealous? I think
I don't know why you're so suspicious. He seems relatively harmless.
For the most part.
Relative to what, Grace? How much do you really know about him?
I mean, he does act naturally shady, but he
Aphrodite
seems
is
like
holding
he
a
wouldn't hurt
party
someone
of
at
sorts.
least.
One you should attend. She is closest to Pan. Indeed, she knows almost all the idols. If anyone is up to something, she's bound to know.
I could just talk to Pan.
I still have that invitation from Pan. Maybe it'd be easier if I just went to see him.
You could, but would you believe anything he had to say?
Okay, fair
I might
point.
catch him in a
wouldn't.
lie, which is just as telling.
Well, whatever you do, be careful.
Okay, two sides of
I
two,
still think
two good
Aphrodite
points from
is our
both
best bet.
sides. What kind of party is this?
What do you mean by a party of sorts?
Is it going to be an orgy?
I mean, I'm always down
Is
for
it
a
an
party,
orgy?
but
It's more of a remembrance than a
Oh,
party,
more
really.
of a
It's
funeral. Okay.
difficult to describe.
that's awfully vague, Apollo.
It'll be easier to see for yourself. It's nothing you can't handle.
Okay. Why can't you talk to Aphrodite?
You know Aphrodite better than I do. Can't you talk to her?
Yeah.
Well, talking to Aphrodite isn't something anyone does with much success these days.
Well, if that's the case, what makes you think I'll get anywhere?
There's a standing invitation for the Muse to attend this party. Calliope never wins, so Aphrodite will be thrilled to see you. Trust me. If I thought you couldn't get her to
Standing
talk,
invitation?
I wouldn't suggest it.
Okay, I'll go. Eventually.
And so she wants
Perfect.
the Muse to
I'll
always
see you there.
be there, but what?
Paul, you should see this. The names you wanted me to look up are
Wait, what
getting
names?
weird
What?
results.
I don't doubt it. I was hoping you could...
Get over here!
No
Dang.
worries, Paul. I'll see you later.
Okay, so Aphrodite has a party planned. Apparently, okay, I can talk to Apollo. Will he say anything new? Hold on. Anything new?
Welcome back, Grace. Is there something you came to
Can I
discuss?
flirt with him? Oh, I can ask him more questions.
I'd like to know a little more about you. All I know is you live in a dump, you
Information
have an
is
oracle,
information
and
is
you...
power. That is.
I'm not sure what
This
to tell
could help
you.
me figure out
One day
something.
has bled into the next for so long, I feel like I've been lost in the spaces in between.
Wow, that's a bit dramatic.
Yeah, well, it comes naturally. Music and the arts were once under my purview as a god.
How did that get decided? Did you have a big hat full of pieces of paper and you all picked at random?
No, we chose them for ourselves. Some, at least. Others were given to us by our priests. We collected godly responsibilities like marbles.
The fuck?
People collect marbles?
Oh, or whatever it is mortals collect these days. Cars, perhaps?
Cars. I mean,
Point
some
is,
people do, yeah.
we took our godly duties very seriously.
So the duties were more assigned to them for some parts. So someone had to do these duties.
You
is
must
what
have been
I
very
mean.
different back when you were a proper god.
I think most of us were. We saw ourselves as, I don't know, teachers. Mortals were our students, and we guided them to enlightenment.
Okay.
We thought we were special, infallible. I was as magnificent as the sun, and I surrounded myself with those who basked in my radiance.
That doesn't sound like you.
I was arrogant. If there was a man or woman I desired, then I had to have them, or there would be consequences.
Okay.
You wouldn't have liked me. I wouldn't have liked me.
That's a little, Why is Persephone
So
so
what is
angry?
Persephone's beef with you exactly?
Yeah, that's a good
Is
question.
it just about what Hades did to her?
That's no small thing.
It seems more personal than that.
I mentioned how Persephone's kidnapping almost meant war between Olympus and Hades, yes? Well, while this was all going on, Persephone managed to escape the underworld, and I'm the one she encountered first.
Uh-oh.
Hades was hot on her heels. And I had a choice. Either do
Oh
battle with
my
Hades
God.
and start the war right then and there,
Apollo!
Or-
How could you?
let him take her back. Zeus would have had my head if I had sparked a war. Yet all I still think of are Persephone's eyes as Hades smugly took back his prisoner. It's not my finest moment.
Have you ever tried therapy? Sorry, just casually suggesting a god to go to therapy. I love it.
Apollo, have you ever tried, I don't know,
Let's
Talking
fix
to
this,
someone
man.
about-
I can fix him.
how you feel?
I will never understand this
Put
modern
him through-
fascination with therapy and focusing on one's feelings.
It might help. You never know.
Fix him.
Yes, I've tried it. There was one I used to speak to. Hecate enchanted him never to reveal what I told him. I don't know that unburdening myself to the man helped. He wasn't exactly trained for this sort of problem.
Like,
It's
look,
kinda
like
hard to relate
like
to a
the
god,
show
sure.
Lucifer, just casually dropping that you're a
appreciate
god
the
on him. Or some
But
spiritual
I'm afraid
being.
muddling through is as good as it gets for us.
Okay. Tell me
Tell
more
me more
about
about
Calliope.
Calliope. You and her were good friends, right?
For centuries, we were far more. I was the god of the arts, and the muses were my constant companions. We went everywhere together. They had many names, but the three most common were Clio, Talia, and Calliope. The sisters of beauty, I called them, though they weren't always women.
I never thought of that. Do idols change gender a lot?
Most of us seek out inheritors who are like us, I suppose, but not all. Calliope, in fact, was a man in her previous incarnation. Christoph, I think his name was.
Christoph?
A poet Calliope adored. I was surprised when she made him a muse.
Huh. I guess that would make sense. Like, there's no reason to believe that the Eidolon has to be passed on to someone of the same gender, considering she just kind of barged in, died in our arms, and we absorbed it. Like, anyone could absorb it, really. Huh, that's interesting. Who is Calliope after?
Who did Calliope
Ooh,
become after that
good
poet,
question.
Christoph?
You have to realize we're already into the period where Calliope and I weren't really speaking.
Ah,
She showed up one day in her new form, the one you met. An opera singer whose name she never revealed. We fought, as I recall. I told her she couldn't pass on every time she met an artist she fell in love with. Eventually she'd forget everything about who we were and where we came from. She said she'd rather forget than wallow in old memories like I or the other idols were doing. It was time to wake up and make the best of our situation.
Okay.
Calliope was an idealist without compromise. Always. She hated what we'd become. What I'd become. She wasn't wrong.
Wow, we're getting a lot of backstory on Apollo and Calliope.
From how you describe it, you
I
and
like
Calliope
it,
fought
actually,
a
though.
lot.
As often as we saw
Build
each
this
other,
world. Do it. Love
which
it.
became less and less as time wore on. However, she fought with everyone. Calliope hated the idols being kept secret. She and Athena would get into screaming matches over the rules, and it got so I could no longer protect her. She moved out of Olympus years ago and
Huh.
kept to herself. I just assumed she was wrapped up with some new artist when I got the news.
Do you regret not making up with her?
Every day I think about our last conversation and what I should have said or done differently. The problem with immortality is that you think you have all the time in the world.
Well, but that's the thing. You guys aren't immortal. Like, because Calliope just died. So clearly there's something that can kill you. Aren't there good
It
things
wasn't
about
only
Calliope?
fighting with Calliope, right? Surely there were good things too.
There's a lot of journal updates.
Is that how it sounds? Oh, she was marvelous. A force to be reckoned with if there ever was one. In the darkest days during the war, it was her songs that gave us hope. She kept Aphrodite alive through sheer determination, I think.
Damn.
Calliope
Wait, what do you mean?
cared about us,
What do you mean she
about
kept her alive
art,
for a period of
about
time? What?
people she'd only just met. It was her greatest strength as well as her greatest weakness.
I wonder why she picked me. I don't feel like I'm any of those things.
You underestimate yourself, Grace. I see a lot of her in you. She chose well.
Tell me about the
I'd
idols.
like to know a little more about the idols. I am one now, right?
Yeah.
You are. What would you like to know?
Oh my gosh.
Well, what are
Okay.
we? Where did we come from? If an idol is a soul that moves from person to person, it must have started
Grace is
somewhere,
actually
right?
asking the real
The short
questions.
answer is, we don't know. If I think far enough back, I can remember bits and pieces. I remember my first Pythian games, the day the idols split in two over Troy, the day my first son died. But before that,
Counts as a DILF. Sorry.
nothing. None of us do. I vaguely recall the very first Apollo many thousands of years ago, but was he the original? Did he appear out of the ether?
That's
I couldn't tell you.
a lot of metaphysical. Metaphysical? Is that the right word? No, not metaphysical. Just existential dread, I guess.
Isn't it strange to not know where you come
Oh
from?
shit! Which is it?
For all you know, the idols could be aliens.
I think it's existential.
Interesting. The notion that there might be some other place far away where we're the norms, comforting. Sadly, our memories are filled with blanks. There was a war with beings we called the Titans. A terrible conflict where half our number died, yet do I remember a single battle. The last was after Rome fell. Zeus called us together to relay the news, told us to prepare for battle. And then, in the blink of an eye, I was in the 16th century.
Damn, that's wild.
What made us forget 1,000 years? What happened during that time? We don't know. Athena calls that period the gap.
Is that like a period of time where something so bad happened, all the idols like instinctively blocked it from their memories. What the hell? Not a single one of them remembers that, like, 1,000 years? What the hell?
The gap you mentioned. What was that like? Did you just wake up one day, or...
I know I was alive. I passed on my eidolon who knows how many times, yet the moment I woke up, as you call it, all memory of that period was gone. It was Athena who found us. I was in France, I think. She came to my farm, and the moment I laid eyes on her, I just knew. It all came back. Did someone do that to us? Did we scatter to the winds for 1,000 years on purpose? It's a mystery.
What about Athena? I mean, she's the one who found you, right? She must have been aware.
Athena claims she awoke on her own, and spent the next century locating the other idols. We've pieced together very little of the gap, or of our origins. We simply live with it. Gods we may be, but I'm afraid we don't have all the answers.
That is absolutely wild. This is crazy. Well, now I'm starting to wonder, did Athena have something to do with the gap? Because he said the second he saw her, he, like, woke up or whatever. But, like, that seems a bit weird.
Earlier you mentioned your son dying. Did I hear that right? Can idols have children?
It was rare, but yes. Back in ancient times, some of them even became idols themselves.
Some of the idols are actually family, then.
Not anymore. Most of our children met terrible ends. A gift of the fates, perhaps. I don't know.
Damn, the fates
The
on
ones who
castles.
weren't idols. It's hard watching your children grow old and die. Never understanding why they can't have the same immortality you do.
This is a lot of existential
grant it
dread
to
right
them.
now. I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
My first son is why I'm not permitted in Hades any longer. Let's simply say that most idols have stopped having children, and maybe leave it at that.
Oh my, I was not expecting so much of that from coming back here a second time.
I'll see you around.
Of course. I look forward to it.
You know, let's go to this party. Maybe that'll lighten the mood. Party time, lighten the mood. Go in Aphrodite's party. Go. Party time. Better be a rave or something. Apollo's here. Hi, Apollo. Oh, rave time.
Fancy party? Check.
Oh, it's a fancy
Strangers?
party.
Check. Grace totally not dressed for the occasion? Check.
Well,
Now, if only
there better
I knew
be
what I
some
was supposed to be
dancing.
doing here.
Grace, you made it. I'm so glad. I was beginning to wonder.
Scripture is
You
such a
didn't
good
say
game.
this was a fancy party. I feel a little underdressed.
Grace, look at me. I didn't even button up my shirt.
I can
fine.
see that. Sorry.
Why is everyone so quiet? I think someone died.
I
Like this one model right
should
here,
have
they
told
got
you about
really
this earlier.
squished.
I've been putting it off.
I don't know what happened there. Oh, you're cute when you worry.
You're cute when you're all angsty. You get this little crinkle in your forehead.
You might not think I'm so cute after I explain.
Flirting.
You don't have any of Calliope's memories, right? No deja vu, recollections that aren't your own?
No.
No.
Should I have?
Not right away. For a while, you won't remember anything. We call it the veil. In time, the veil will start to lift, slowly at first, but eventually you'll remember almost everything Calliope did.
Oh, what
That's
happens
gotta
to
be
me?
a lot of memories. She was what, 1,000 years old?
More than that. Much more.
Then what happens to me in my piddly 20-something years? It can't be good.
Eventually, it's like a flood. It becomes difficult to separate
Oh
what's
my-
you and what's them,
God.
and all who came before them.
This is just a lot of existential dread right now. That is... So I just become
You're saying I
Calliope,
won't
right?
be me. I won't be Grace. Will I start calling myself Calliope?
Maybe. Eventually, most of us do, but most of us were chosen and prepared.
And I didn't choose this.
I understand. Take some time to let it sink in. If you like, we can talk about it later.
I still love that one model that somehow got squished in
What
the
does this
back.
have to do with the party?
Right there by the table.
Aphrodite hasn't been the same since we came to the New World. She has horrific memories of what she endured during the war.
Okay, now it's fine.
Passing on her Eidolon is a way to forget. For a while. And that's what this party is for.
Oh! Guess I'm gonna put that trigger warning up on this episode. Guess this is where the self-harm comes in.
When you say she's gonna pass on her Eidolon, you mean...
She's going to die, yes. And pass her soul on to a chosen successor.
in front of everyone?
We're here to help, Grace. To make it easier
This
for
is a
Aphrodite
lot
to do
of-
what she feels she must.
I'm gonna have to put a big
here to
old
say
trigger
goodbye.
warning on this episode.
At least for a while.
Aphrodite has done this before.
This isn't the first time Aphrodite's done this. She's held this kind of gathering before, right?
This is her fourth, I think. Perhaps fifth.
Oh.
So every time the veil, whatever you call it, when it starts to lift...
Aphrodite's memories return, and eventually it is too much. We gather to pay our
no.
respects. And to honor the past. Well, she still remembers it.
Calliope didn't approve.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait, wait.
I wouldn't
Calliope
approve.
refused to come to these parties. That's what you said.
She refused on principle. Everything Calliope did was on principle.
I can see
She
why
believed
I don't
Aphrodite
approve
was
of this.
indulging her sadness.
Yet she is.
Oh, she
Because
thought
it's not
Aphrodite
a
should
permanent
try
fix.
harder.
She just comes back to be this
Was
sad.
a point of contention between them. Aphrodite will be grateful you're here. Trust me.
Well, do you support
Do
this?
you support what Aphrodite is doing here?
It's not my choice to make, Grace.
No, it
Yeah,
quite
but you
literally
must have an
is.
opinion.
You could say something to her.
Eventually you
Like,
will remember what we experienced during the war. And eventually you will remember that what Aphrodite experienced was far worse. If this is the mercy she requires, I will not tell
it's
her she
not-
should not take it.
it's not really mercy. It's like pain medicine. It only lasts temporarily. Like the pain, if you don't fix the problem or like whatever, the pain will just come back. I don't like this idea.
I don't like the whole idea.
You want her help, don't you?
Yes,
Like
but
I can.
At least speak with Aphrodite before you make a final decision. She's not here just yet. Until she arrives, I suggest mingling.
Okay, yeah, I'll just casually mingle before she shows
Mingling.
up to,
Yeah, mingling.
in a sense,
Talk to Eros.
pass on.
Or we can talk more if you like. Just try to relax, Grace.
sure, yeah. Relax. That's what this party is for, right?
Okay. Yeah, sure. Just casually relax. That's no problem. No problem whatsoever. Hey, Eros. Hi. Nice to see you again.
Grace.
You look hot as ever.
Hey, Eros. Nice to...
Oh, I get a nice big bear hug from Eros. Oh, I love it.
Oh. Okay.
He's a hugger. I see it.
Aphrodite will be so happy you're here. It means so much you have no idea.
Are you okay?
Are you okay? You seem a bit...
Oh, yeah, he does seem a bit upset.
Every time she does this,
Oh, is
know
this
how
why
to
he was
handle it.
upset at the club?
I almost want to run upstairs and demand she stop. Remind her that this never works.
Oh
Sorry,
my
I
gosh.
shouldn't unload on you. It's been a bad week.
This is... This happens
From the
a
sounds
lot?
of it, this happens a lot.
Every 20 years or so. That's how long she can hold out until she just can't stand it anymore. Every time, Aphrodite forgets. At least for a while. But I don't. I remember everything. I'm there for the nightmares, the panic attacks, the days she doesn't even remember the war's over. And now I'm arranging her gathering again, so she can die again. And I'll watch it all again.
Oh no. No, I shouldn't be laughing. This is serious. Is there no
Is
other
there
way?
no other way? Does Aphrodite really need to...
To die? I've asked that so many times. She's tried magic, drugs, psychotherapy, meditation, everything we could possibly
Oh,
think
she's
of.
done literally
For a while,
everything.
she'll deny anything's wrong. It all seems fine, and I start to hope. Maybe this time will be different. Then the nightmares begin, and the memories return. More with each passing day until... I hate it, but I see her agony. I can't deny her this.
Oh yeah.
Maybe I just don't understand, but... Isn't this... like, suicide?
More of like
Some of the
murder
idols
suicide.
have committed suicide. They let themselves die without passing
Oh
on
my
their
god,
idol.
this is getting dark.
What happens?
I love
do you
it,
expect?
but like I love how dark it is,
They're
but at the
gone.
same time, oh.
Forever. Mother says she can't do that. She won't. Not until she sees Hephaestus again, I suspect.
Oh,
Not
but
that
what if...
what's happening here is anything casual. She still has to die.
But
for a while.
what if Hephaestus died? What happened to Aphrodite?
Is it okay if I ask what happened? I don't mean to pry, but I'm new. I really don't know.
I know, but it happened to Aphrodite, not me. It's not my story to tell.
What if I could help?
If I know what she was dealing with, I might be able to help.
Could you? I suppose it wouldn't hurt. What happened is that Brother Ares happened. He missed out on
Ares
the first
happened.
world-spanning war, you see. So he was damned if he'd miss out on the next one.
What?
He found some jack-booted mortals, so full of themselves and their supremacy. And he told them about the idols. Then they came for us. Took us completely by surprise.
What?
Some they killed, but Aphrodite, her they captured.
Wait, so they know they aren't immortal. They know they aren't
Yeah.
immortal, but they claim
Oh.
immortality. Did Aphrodite escape?
Aphrodite was captured, but she's here now. So she must have escaped.
She didn't. Do you know the name Hephaestus?
Wasn't he a smith of some kind? Giant hammer, lived in a mountain?
Some of that is mortal fancy, but yes. He was Aphrodite's husband, and he adored her beyond reason. When he found out the mortals were torturing her, he went mad. He was determined to save her.
Oh no.
Wait, they tortured her?
Nothing extreme, I'm told.
No,
They
it's
were too
gotta be
frightened,
extreme
but
if she's
They were
so
also determined to wring
scarred.
every last secret out of her. So, who knows how long that fear would have lasted. Thus, Hephaestus made a deal.
With the, jackbooted guys.
No, with their enemies. That's what saved her.
Tell me about this deal.
Then this deal is how Aphrodite survived.
It's how we all survived. It's what brought us to the new
Oh
world.
my god.
Hephaestus saved us all.
Hephaestus a
We never
real
saw
G
him
for
again.
that.
That was the deal. He would leave, make their precious weapons, and never look back.
But for how long? Surely the
Aphrodite
deal
never
would have
got
at
to
some
say
point
goodbye.
worn off when he
It's funny.
outlived them.
Because Aphrodite didn't even like Hephaestus when they were married. She seemed to resent every minute they were together. But now he's all she can think about.
Oh my. I'm gonna stop this.
Maybe I shouldn't ask, but is there any way to change Aphrodite's mind?
You say that as if I haven't tried. If only... She'll ask you to use your power as part of the celebration. Could you use it to inspire her?
I can't force anyone to do anything they don't want
no.
to, Eros.
Please,
That's not what
don't.
I'm asking. I believe that, deep down, she doesn't want to do this any longer. She must see it isn't working.
Please don't tell me
She
if
just
I
needs
mess
the
up,
strength to try.
Oh no,
hope
this
that's what
is
she
gonna
needs.
be a lot of pressure. I'll do my
I'll try,
best.
if you think it'll do some good.
I don't know if it will. I just find it hard to believe it could get any worse.
Famous last words.
Tell me about it. Do whatever you think is right, Grace. And thank you.
Okay, oh no. Time to talk to Apollo. Please don't be more existential than that.
I know all these people, Grace.
I mean, this is
As
a depressing
long as I can
episode.
remember,
Act 2 has been wild, and it's
Yet
just
sometimes
started.
I feel like I don't know any of them at all. Or they me.
Eros
I
wants us
spoke
to
to
stop.
Eros. He's pretty broken up over all this.
Oh, poor Eros. Each new successor, his hopes rise up once more. And then he watches the new Aphrodite crumble. Piece by piece. Only to start all over again. It's so different
So
from the
much
old days.
existential dread.
Once he was the eternal disaster,
At least I think that's what this
and
is.
Aphrodite kept constant vigil over him.
Maybe he feels like he owes her.
I think he's followed her into a dark void, and somewhere, deep down, believes he deserves no better.
You don't seem comfortable.
You don't enjoy these family gatherings, do you?
Are they family gatherings? Like the sort mortals have?
You call each other sister and brother and mother.
Well, yes, but
And you've been together like 100 times longer than I lived with my family. All you're missing is a drunk uncle everyone has to apologize for.
that would be Pan.
Oh, absolutely. He is.
But
a
yes,
drunk
I feel
uncle.
very much out of place.
Literally, he day drinks all the time. How adorably awkward of you.
You look like you're in physical pain just being here.
Oh, enjoying my discomfort, are you?
Of course, it humanizes you. Makes up for all the abs on display.
Well, so glad you approve.
I should get back out there.
Okay, sorry about that. I got a phone call from some family. I had to take it real quick. It wasn't anything major. But yeah, I'll do this segment once we leave the party. I don't know when that is. I have to go do something real quick. It won't take that long, but yeah. So here comes Aphrodite. Oh, is that her successor?
My family. Having you all here, gathered once again to see me off, it moves me. More than I can say. My loves, my darlings, my dearest friends. And you. Oh, my dear sweet thing. I dare not hope that you, with all your troubles, might sing me to my sleep. Yet here you are. Yet here she is. Huh.
Can we talk about it?
I was hoping we might have a chance to talk.
Oh, but we are talking, are we not?
I mean the two of us. In private.
And abandon my guests when I've just arrived. I have so many farewells to make.
Is this Grace, my lady? The new muse?
Oh, what manners I have. Grace, Grace, meet the lovely mortal woman who shall tonight become the new me.
Hi, my name's Venus. And yes, it really is Venus. Nice to meet you, Grace.
You're okay.
Hi. So, you're okay with this? You know what's gonna happen?
Of course. We've been working together, preparing for, what, 6 months now? Has it only been that long?
Must be nice to be prepared.
Ooh, I'm so sorry. Lady Aphrodite told me. I should have thought about that.
There will be so much time for you lovelies to speak later. Now, we must prepare for my departure.
No, we shouldn't. I really
Are
need
you
help
sure we
first.
can't talk first? I really need your help, Aphrodite.
I know you do, my dear. I wish I could be there for you, but I'm afraid my time is up. But since you've shown such kindness in coming, I will ask
No,
Eros
no,
to
no,
make
no, no,
himself
no.
available
I
to
need
you
you.
afterwards.
You're
There's
not doing
nothing
this,
I know
okay?
that he does not. He is my son, my truest friend, my longest love.
Won't he be a little distracted?
Eros has been through this before, Grace. He knows what must be done.
I was hoping I could talk you out of it, actually.
Oh,
Forgive my saying so, but you seem fine.
yes, it might seem that way. Well, tell
Yes,
me,
it might
Grace,
seem that
why
way.
should I
Do
let
you
you
want
try
me
to
to
talk
have a
me
mental
out of this?
breakdown right here, right now? Do it for Eros?
Because Eros loves you? Do you have any idea what this puts him through?
I do know. I wish I could convince dearest Eros to find his own way, but he refuses to leave my side.
Yeah, maybe
My
there's a
pain is
reason for that.
The respite I seek is as much his as it is mine.
No, that's
Even
not
so,
how that
tonight is not
works.
about the pain. It is about honoring the memory of what was while that memory still persists. Go, enjoy the gathering, Grace. Tell me when you're ready to begin.
I'm going to talk with Venus before she becomes Aphrodite. Because maybe she can help me stop this. Where's Venus even at? I don't... Hi, Venus. Oh, she's probably over here somewhere.
I want to apologize again, Grace. I really messed up. It looks like
No,
I'll be
you're
doing that a
fine.
lot. Lady Aphrodite said I'm ready, but I don't know.
Second thoughts?
Having second thoughts? If so, now's probably the time to mention it.
I would never do that to Lady Aphrodite. I'm just nervous.
That's understandable.
If I can ask, what does it feel like after it happened? Do you feel different?
Not
Not
really. no.
really. I still felt like me, if that's what you're asking.
You didn't remember anything? About her? Who she was? She was just gone?
Yeah. Isn't that the point of all this?
I just wanted to be sure. Sometimes it doesn't seem like it could be real.
Your name is really Venus.
Your name's really Venus, huh?
Everybody asks me that.
This is too perfect.
Even the other idols. Maybe that's why Lady Aphrodite noticed me in the first place.
Uh-huh.
She says it was fated to be. I say it's because my mama was a diehard hippie.
Uh-huh. Are you sure you're
You said
okay with
earlier
this?
you're
'Cause
okay
this
with all
is
this, but
a lot of dread.
how can you be?
I saw a lot of people in crisis at the shelter. I knew something was wrong with Lady Aphrodite. She's in so much pain, Grace. She won't let you see how much. Eros called me one night desperate. She wouldn't stop screaming. She didn't know where she was. She's a good person, Grace. A good soul. She deserves mercy.
But this is
But don't you feel
wrong.
this is wrong? I mean,
Quite
you're
literally.
ending your life. It's like some kind of murder-suicide pact.
For real, it is.
I don't think of it like that. Lady Aphrodite is not committing suicide, and I'm not being murdered.
You kind of are. You're going
Aren't
through
you?
identity death.
Your life is ending. It's being taken over, swallowed up by Aphrodite's grief.
I'm becoming part of something bigger. Something amazing. Or maybe you're right. It'll be terrible. And I'll end up in so much pain I'll regret it.
So why go through with it?
Because Lady Aphrodite needs me. Maybe, just maybe, if I'm added into the mix of all the people she's been, maybe things will be different.
That's possible, but at the same time, oh. I guess we're gonna begin the ritual. Oh, hi, Aphrodite.
I have tried so hard, fought for so long, but in the end, I must bid you all farewell once again.
Have to.
But before I go, I would like us all to remember the sacrifices that brought us here, to this strange new world. This time, it is with the help of our lovely muse that we shall be guided.
I ain't guiding shit. I'm here to stop this, okay? Song time.
Let them rise. We let it happen. We waited far too long. We thought we shouldn't intervene. We were wrong. We were wrong. Since the beginning we were hidden. We held court from up above. 'Twas the golden age of reason, and I the queen of love. But a plague of hate was spreading, and there were vultures standing by. Before we fell to our knees begging, we fell from the sky. We let them rise, we let it happen. We waited far too long. We thought we shouldn't intervene. We were wrong, we were wrong. Our so-called brother Ares sold his soul forevermore. He so loved the military, he became their dog of war. He denounced his loving family, and with mortal guns and greed, on a plate gladly delivered everything that war dogs need. He betrayed us and we let him, and with their mortal souls long gone, we thought we were untouchable. We were wrong, we were wrong. I see you have the power, it's a poisonous reward. My virtues only scorn me when I was once adored. Loved by every mortal, then ripped from paradise. No one suffered greater till he made his sacrifice. The man that I ignored saved me when I fell. Yes, the husband I abhorred
Wait a minute,
rescued me from
did he
hell.
make guns?
I thought it was a joke when it was
Did he
said to
make
me.
guns in ancient Greece?
Deal with our enemies, made a secret weapon so
Are
our
those
captors
nuclear
would
bombs?
fall.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna stop
This
talking.
freedom leaving just a memory, and this love I'll never know is what he gave to me.
Oh shit, what the hell?
I gotta say that I'm amazed I held my tongue for so long. Not such a fan of this old plan, but who's to say that you're wrong? Now should I gotta erase a memory when there's no chance of changing history? This guy that sacrificed his life so you can live in his place. Wish he'd drop by, cause man, I'd die to see the look on his face. You try to hide from your reality, but then come back with regularity. And if you notice a disparity, then what's the meaning of his legacy? Everybody. Who gives a damn about your suffering? Everybody. Who wants to see you be yourself again? Everybody. Who feels your pain in case you're wondering? Everybody. You got the time, but it's the stuttering. Everybody wants to see you fall in love.
I can't place your face, so let me give you a hand. An idol should embrace the things they don't understand. And you don't get it. My mind's a falling city, buildings crumbling down. What is more the pity? All I hear is the sound. Bombs blanketing the ground. A screaming so profound. And you want to play around. Well, you offend. Everybody is insulted by your acrimony. Everybody wants to wallow in my testimony. Everybody. So who is ready for the ceremony? Everybody. I'll be siding with the everybody. Everybody wants to see you fall in love.
I never thought you'd let it get this way. I stood by watching what we've built decay. We're just pretending that the ending is near. Mother, isn't it clear? Your family's here. Everybody can see the agony you're going through. Everybody knows the goddess is inside of you. Everybody keeps repeating what they're meant to do. Everybody, I've got to stop it just to prove to you. Everybody wants to see you fall in love.
Everybody who's gonna help me overcome the war. Everybody who's gonna be there when I'm on the floor. Everybody who's gonna cry when I walk out the door. Everybody, cause I'm not gonna do this anymore. Everybody wants to see you, wants to see you fall in love again.
Wait, is she? Wait, what happened? Did she? Oh, thank God. Okay. That went really hard.
Mother, is it true? You've chosen to.
Live. I have chosen to live.
Oh my God, that went so hard. I was not expecting that to be that much of a bop. Also, I don't know how I was able to pick that, because it said it was a kick-ass option.
I made you so many promises, dearest, and I won't be able to keep them.
My lady, all I ever wanted was for you to be happy. If this is your wish,
maybe it's because the
I'll be
majority
with
of
you
that
at
song
every
was
step.
red. I mean, it was only like 4 choices, and 2 of the 3 were red.
I hope none of us regret this choice in the days to come.
Oh my God, I'm so... Oh. Ugh. This will work out.
It has to be better than doing the same thing.
So
over
glad
and
she
over.
didn't do it.
Does it? It could also be far worse.
Don't talk like that, Mother. We can fight this.
I'm so very tired, my loves, but I will. I'll try. Now then,
Have
Grace,
you never
you
gone
needed
to
my
Greece to look
No
for
doubt regarding
her
Calliope's
Festus?
death? Have you any suspicions as to who might be responsible?
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everyone. I have to go do the thing now. It won't take long. It'll take like maybe 3-4 minutes. I'll click this before I leave. I don't know how much time that'll buy for conversation. Hopefully enough.
For starters, it has to be one of the idols.
Oh? What makes you think that?
It had to be someone who knew Calliope and wanted her gone, with enough knowledge and power to fool the chorus. They didn't plan for Calliope to get away. I was an accident. They covered up everything else so well.
That's very clever. You may be right.
You're thinking of Medusa, aren't you?
I have no clue what I missed, so I'm just gonna say, wait, what?
Wait, hold the phone. That chick who turns people into stone?
Oh, Medusa?
Yeah, that's the one.
She works for Athena as a watcher. She's everywhere, lurking in the shadows. If you look anywhere, Grace, start with her.
Come now, Mother. It's time you rested. It's been a long night.
If I don't, I suppose you'll both gang up on me again. Very well.
I guess I should see where Pan sends us.
So, did they have anything helpful?
Maybe. What do you know about Medusa?
I know she's dangerous, but she does Athena's bidding.
How sure are you of that?
I'm not sure of anything any longer. You aren't thinking of seeking
Oh, no, I
her out.
absolutely am. I'm gonna throw hands with Medusa. If I can find her.
I am. Do you know where she is?
Not really, no. Medusa makes it her business to stay out of sight. Athena employs her as a spy master, a hound to do her bidding, a vicious hound at that. Athena's not likely to tell either of us where to find Medusa. I can't say for certain who would know. Are you all right, Grace? You seem troubled.
Okay. Aphrodite went through so
what
much.
Aphrodite went through. It's a lot.
Yeah, that's the funny thing about the life of an immortal. It never ends.
No, it does.
Way to really sell it, Apollo.
They're more pseudo-immortal than immortal.
You really are amazing, you know that? Every hurdle, every piece of unpleasant news, you just keep on going. I don't know how you do it.
I am amazing.
Oh, you know, the usual. Beauty, youth, supernatural resolve.
Badassery.
I got it all.
So it seems.
Mm-hmm.
I just wish I could see the world through your eyes. Next to you, I feel very old.
I want to say it so bad.
How about you come with me sometime?
You
Let me show
are
you the world I
old,
see.
Apollo.
A tempting offer.
Sounds kind of corny.
Oh my god, we're flirting.
It really doesn't. I would love that. Can we go now?
Hey, I'm game if you are. My hand for a minute.
A musical number? What the fuck?
Let your hair down for a second. There's so much to like if you open your eyes. If you try to search for the light, you might be surprised. No, it's not hard to find. The courage you need to be joyful is something you build over time. No matter what I do, the answer's in you. But I will be here for the ride. Yes, I will be here for the ride.
I'll take your hand for a minute. Oh, it's more than I feel I deserve. It could grow on me, this world that you see. Yet I've been alive for too long. 1,000 years of learning about what could go wrong. I'm tired of being wrong.
If it all went wrong, and it could go wrong, still better to lose than to never open up. That's the one thing I wanna get across. The courage you need to be joyful.
I appreciate the
is something I'll
campaign.
come help you find.
If I ever let her know,
no matter what I do, the answer's in
the
you.
answer's
But
in
I'll hold your hand all
me.
the while.
The courage you need to be joyful. It's something we build over time. No matter what I do, the answer's in you. I will be here for the ride. 'Cause I will be here for the ride.
Damn. 2 musical numbers. Oh, it's day 4? What the hell? Before I go to talk to Pam, I'm gonna talk to Apollo again, see if he has anything new to say. He might not. He could. He might not.
Hello again. I can't remember the last time I had guests so frequently.
Hello, Apollo.
I did tell you we could discuss your memories and the Eidolon more in depth after the party. Did you have any questions, or?
Will I feel different as a change?
When all these memories start to return, will I feel different?
Well, let's see. It starts as dreams you'll have of places you've never been, people you've never met. Fleeting images, feelings.
Okay.
Then they'll appear while you're awake.
Oh.
You'll be eating breakfast and suddenly recall when you last ate something similar in the 17th century. The only difficult part is that eventually it can be hard to differentiate between your life and all those other lives. They blend together.
It does sound confusing.
A little, yeah. And not all the memories will be good ones.
Yeah, that's the only problem with remembering all the memories of shared immortality. Will I still remember?
You said it becomes hard to differentiate your life from the others.
Do you still remember it?
Exactly.
Like,
it'll still be me, right?
Grace, would you say that who you are is at least in part due to your experiences?
I guess so, sure.
Well, you'll have a lot more experiences. They won't feel like someone else's either. It will feel like you did all those things. They will shape who you are now, just as they shaped Calliope and all those who came before her. The good news is, you won't get all the memories. Each time we pass on, the older memories fade.
How is it a good thing?
How is it good that old memories start to fade?
We're many thousands of years old, Grace. If all of those memories returned with perfect clarity, you'd drown in them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but doesn't that mean you've all forgotten so much?
Tell me, how much do you remember from when you were a small child?
Bits and pieces, I guess. Not much.
It's the same for us. The further I try to think back, the more blurry it becomes. I remember the important bits, but little else. Some of the really old memories. There's so many mortal stories that get mixed up with them, things my previous selves learned as legends. It becomes hard to tell.
I see.
It takes time, Grace. You'll remember all the lives you've led, but at a pace you can handle, and nothing more.
Okay, so it's not like they all come flooding back at once.
How many times have you died? Can I ask that?
That is a weird question to ask, but yeah.
We call it passing on, meeting the Eidolon. It's fine. I've passed on 12 times that I can recall.
12?
So your name isn't really Apollo.
Most recently it was Lucas. Everyone Lucas ever knew is gone, however, so these days I prefer Apollo again.
Lucas? Seems weird to think of you as a Lucas.
It was weird for him, too. Much like yourself, Lucas becoming Apollo was somewhat of a surprise.
Sounds like there's a story there.
Tell me about Lucas!
Tell me about this Lucas. How did he become you? Or is it how you became Apollo?
Apollo had taken to surfing. He left the city without permission and roamed the coast looking for... Well, I'm not sure now. Whatever it was, he found it one night when a giant wave took him down. He was drowning, and I thought, this is finally it. But it wasn't. Lucas saw Apollo struggling and swam out to save him. He pulled us ashore,
Oh, that's so weird.
but it was too late. It took a long time to realize what happened. I didn't return to the city until years later. By then, everyone thought I was Apollo's chosen successor.
So no trial for you, huh?
It wasn't easy at first, without memories.
Oh, so he literally went through what
anyone to
I went
guide me,
through, but it wasn't in the center of the city, so they thought he was
Nothing like
chosen.
that.
That is some lucky ass. What if Lucas? Oh, what if Lucas hadn't?
Wait,
done
what would
that?
have happened if Lucas hadn't tried to rescue you? What if no one was there when you...
When I died, then the eidolon of Apollo's line would have ended forever, I think.
You think?
There have been stories about eidolons that survive for a time and go wandering. That's probably all they are, though. Stories. It's not something we've had much opportunity to study, but normally death without passing on is how an idol really dies. Forever.
Oh my gosh! And then went instantly back to the existential dread. Oh, that's
It's a
all
lot
for
to
now.
consider. Assuming I'll even have time to worry about it, what with the trial coming.
Yeah.
Hopefully this eases whatever concerns you might have had. Anything else you'd like to discuss while you're here?
Oh, what happened to the other
What happened to
muses?
the other muses? You mentioned 2 others.
I
Were
have
they
been wondering that for a
lost in the
while.
war?
Cleo perished centuries before. The victim of an obsessed writer she'd spurned. He kept her in a cage as his personal muse.
That's pretty dark.
Oh.
Was. By the time we found her, she was already... Well, it's enough to say her captor didn't survive her for long. Talia, however, was lost to us on the very last day of the war. We were about to leave on the ship, but she just never showed up.
Do you know what happened to her?
I never found out. I worried for years, even hired people to look, but as far as I can tell, she up and vanished into smoke that
So
day.
it's possible I'm not the
The
last
war had
muse.
ground her down. I was upset, but not surprised.
It's possible her eidolon passed on to someone else and she just hasn't resurfaced. Because theoretically, it would be possible that the eidolon keeps getting passed around before the veil can lift. Because it never says that if you die before the veil is lifted that the eidolon dies. But... So I guess it is possible some of the
Tell
old
me
gods
more
are
about
just
the war.
around and don't know
It
they're
seems to have had a
gods yet.
huge effect on all of you.
I don't think we would have left the old world otherwise. It was home.
Yeah, makes
From
sense.
Aphrodite's song, I know Ares betrayed everyone. What did you do?
I swear to God, if you say it was a prophecy.
I foresaw what was going to happen, so I tried to prevent it. I told Ares. I figured if the god of war couldn't stop what was to come, then
And that's why he betrayed everyone.
he decided the idols were a lost cause. Because I told him we were.
Prophecies suck.
Has your power ever helped anyone? Even once?
On occasion. The fates are cruel, however, and they don't like being meddled with. My time afterwards was spent helping the survivors, keeping us on the move. If Hephaestus hadn't intervened, we would have all been captured.
And he's...
Oh, gone now, we assume, like so many others. We are nothing more than refugees from a war long over, Grace.
Jeez.
Was it hard for the idols to come to the new world?
Yeah, was it?
It's just a place
Because I
like
assume
any
it
other, isn't it?
would be. Right?
I don't think it was the place so much as the condition we were in. Shell-shocked, one might say. Our entire world had been turned upside
Shell-shocked.
down. Suddenly, we had rules. Secrecy was paramount, and no one was permitted to leave the city. Some, like my sister Artemis, couldn't abide it.
Yeah, I've heard the name.
Goddess of the hunt. An a wild thing herself. She left, I think. Faded away without a word. As many did in the early days here.
It's wild.
Later, Athena became even more strict. For our own good, of course, but it hasn't been easy. This city has never felt like home so much as a temporary shelter.
God, a prequel game taking place in that war would be interesting. That would be crazy.
That's all I can think of for now. I'll see you around.
Of course. I look forward to it.
Okay, I guess time to talk to Pan. Oh, this hurts my head. How long have I been going so far right now? Oh my god, we're already over an hour.
I'd say hello, Grace, but I'm afraid that look on your face might be catching.
What is this place?
It's a garden, darling. Surely even mortals have them.
Yeah, but like...
This building. All those people I pass getting up here. Are they all idols?
So we only ever
At least
see
some.
a fraction of
Welcome
the
to Olympus,
idols.
dear Grace. Our home hidden away in plain sight.
There are
Marvelous,
more
isn't it?
idols, but we're only dealing with a fraction of them. How many idols are there?
How many idols are there? I've met, what, less than 12?
Oh, I don't know. 20, 30. Our numbers have dwindled so much I've stopped keeping track.
I didn't know there were that many gods.
We're not all equally legendary, it's true. Some idols were barely worshipped, others not at all. Indeed, not all of us are idols. Some are merely immortal. Hangers-on, if you will. You'll meet them all, given time.
Okay, see, so I am... That just kind of backs up my theory that the reason they're called idols is because they're not quite gods anymore. They've fallen from true godhood because of the whole war, so they're more powerful but not quite gods. They're idols. Because that's why he says some of them are not idols, they're immortals hanging on.
Idols live here? I mean, Calliope didn't, obviously. Apollo doesn't either.
One must have special dispensation from Our Lady of Wisdom, Athena, before they can take up a private dung heap like Apollo's.
Am I gonna have to give up my apartment?
That's rather putting the cart before the horse, darling. First, you must outlive the week.
True.
Right. Good point.
I love Pan's. You know, if I wasn't doing the Apollo route, I'd probably be doing Pan. I like him. He's chill. I mean, he seems like a
I've passed this
liar,
part of the
but-
city 100 times. I've never seen this building. Was it always here? Or...
Our Lady Hecate provides glamours that allow certain things to go unseen, such as
on.
my glorious horns. Olympus is the same. Those invited see it. Those who aren't see exactly what they expect. It's not anywhere as grand as in the old country,
Oh,
but
Hecate,
it serves its purpose.
the three faces or whatever. Yeah, that thing. Okay. Her. Okay. This isn't grand.
I don't know, Pan. Olympus seems pretty grand to me.
As if mortals would know any better. This isn't the first time you've been here. I'm sure Hermes took you to Athena's dreary office.
That's here? Huh.
Good one, that Hermes. Almost as dull-witted as the original, but biddable.
You asked me to meet you here?
I did. Though I feared you might decline, considering your rather callous rejection earlier. Regardless, my pride is intact, as is the favor you owe me, which I now wish to collect.
I'm not breaking rules for you.
Fine. But just so you know, I'm not doing anything that's against the rules. I already have one trial coming.
Grace, baby, Boobala, have I ever led you astray?
Absolutely.
Not yet.
I mean,
Here's
you
the
haven't,
thing.
but you
A
absolutely
friend has
have
begged
somehow.
for my help, and you're far better suited than I to offer what he requires.
Okay.
I'll give you a key to reach the reliquary where he resides. You help him, and then we're even.
Reliquary.
If that's not enough incentive, the reliquary is also where you'll find the lovely Hecate. A sorceress of her power could aid your quest. What do you say?
What kind of favor is this?
This person I'm to help. What does he want? And why can't you do it?
Well, Grace, there are some things you're better equipped to handle than I. This, as I understand it, is a delicate matter of the heart. One that requires a muse's hand.
Okay.
A matter of the heart.
What, did you think I was sending you to rough someone up? Set something aflame? Don't be absurd.
Kind of.
The man has an issue with his love life.
You seem like
Even
the
if you
debt
can't
collector
help him,
of the
I'll
God
treat
world.
the effort as worth the favor.
That's it.
So that's it? Fix up someone's love life? Nothing
Honestly,
trickier
that
than
seems
that?
Oh, the way
pseudo-noble
you
of
talk,
you.
Grace. It makes me blush.
Well, it's just
I
that
trade in willing favors, Grace. If I didn't, no one would want to do as I ask, and then where would I be? I may seem untrustworthy, but allow me to reassure you.
Look at this man. He
If I
looks
wish
like
you
he's
harm,
dissecting me with
you
his
will
eyes.
walk
Like he's
into
trying to
that
figure out what
harm
makes me tick.
knowingly.
Like he's trying to cold read me.
And with open arms.
I get
Okay,
it.
okay.
Jesus.
I didn't mean to insinuate anything. I just have no idea what you're getting me into.
Nothing more than you can handle, Grace. And you can handle a lot more than you know.
I'm not sure that's true.
There you go. Making my point for me.
Okay, what is a reliquary? That's a good
What is this
question.
reliquary? Doesn't that have something to do with the bones of saints or something?
Not those relics. Our relics.
Okay.
The relics of ancient gods. Magical treasures
Okay.
collected over thousands of years.
Okay.
Books, mainly. We store them in a faraway place so no one unsavory can get their hands on them.
Unsavory like you?
Unsavory like most. Athena has decreed that these relics are not to be used by any save Hecate and herself. A rather dull waste of so much amassed knowledge and power, but who am I to judge? I'm not leader of the chorus.
You're not even on the chorus. You're not even. Like, Would Hecate
This
really help me, I
Hecate.
guess?
Do you think she could help me?
If she's of a mind. She is the goddess of dark magic, the creator of all our marvelous glamours. If anyone can help you, it is she.
And if she's not of a mind?
Then she won't help you. Grace, that part is up to you. I can't be expected to do everything, can I?
Fair enough, fair enough.
If these relics are off limits, does that mean they're dangerous?
Some. But I'm not asking you to chase after any of the
Okay.
nonsense. In fact, I'd advise against it.
Okay.
But what if one of those relics could help me?
My, such an adventurer you are. It's possible, but ask Hecate first. She, and I mean this with complete and uncharacteristic seriousness, is not an idol you or anyone wishes to cross.
So she's like the scariest idol currently, is what I'm hearing.
I'll think about it. But no promises.
Marvelous. The gentleman you seek is named Asterion. Lovely fellow, quite
Asterion?
harmless. Now, if there's nothing else you
Wait,
need,
isn't that the Minotaur? Yeah, oh, okay, oh yeah, that's the Minotaur, right? Yep. Yeah, okay. At least I think that's what he is, from what I remember. Or is that just in Baldur's Gate? What, no dancing? What do you know about Medusa?
That depends. What can you tell me about Medusa?
that is a rather peculiar subject change.
Her name came up at Aphrodite's party. I'd like to look into it.
You'll find Medusa at a dingy little club appropriately named the Viper's Nest. Give her my regards. Do tell me you'll be careful if you go there, Grace. Medusa is a hideous creature and should be treated as such.
Hey, that's not very nice, Pan.
Okay, I give up. How does one treat a hideous creature?
With a great deal of respect, if you know what's good for you.
Okay, well, that's fair.
I'll send a package to your domicile that contains directions and the key you'll need to reach the reliquary.
I said no promises.
Well, if you decide to go, Grace, you'll still need all those things. Say hello to darling Hecate on my behalf, will you?
I don't think I should. I feel like just mentioning your name to just about anyone would get them mad at me. Oh shit, I have 2 locations to go to. Medusa's lair and the... Okay, before I go to any of those, I'm gonna go talk to Freddy and check in on her. I'm trying to...
Hey, so what's the news, Miss Muse?
Miss Muse.
Well, does a muse have a proper form of address? I just want to hear what exciting adventures you've been having.
Well, I, stopped the goddess of love from killing herself, I guess?
Whoa. Do gods have interventions? You know, they're nothing like I thought they would be. Everything else okay, though? Do we know who the killer is yet?
Not just yet, no.
Okay, well, let me know if there's anything I can do. If I have to hustle to become your high priestess, well, so be it.
Oh, how are Kaz and Brian? Literally have not heard anything about them.
What are Kaz and Brian up to? You didn't tell them anything, did you?
No, I told them you came home, that you're okay, but that you're having a moment. They send their love.
Should I tell them, do you think?
What for? They have their own problems. Plus, Brian can't keep a secret to save his life, and Kaz is officially homeless.
Is he still crashing on Brian's couch?
Grace, you do know that Brian doesn't have a couch, right? Just some giant beanbag things?
Then where is Kaz sleep?
Oh.
I
That's cute.
knew it.
They'll tell us when they're ready. But right now, it's best just to not mix them up in this.
I knew it when I saw the way they walked off. Sorry, when I played with my friend the first time through, literally, they start talking, and it's like, oh, you know you love it. And we both just simultaneously went, oh, they're gay. And I love how right we are. Hold on, I gotta send them a message. Okay, there you go. Sorry about that.
I should really apologize.
Oh, I'm gonna be all giggly now.
This kind of puts a dent in your plans, doesn't it?
You're right, Grace. How dare you sabotage my dreams? I am so mad I could spit.
You know what I mean. Nobody could have seen this coming, sure, but it's always been something with me.
Well, as I see it, there are 2 ways this goes down. 1, neither of us gets back to the band. It was just a thing we did for a while before I founded a cult in your name. Or 2, we get back to it, and the band now has the Muse as its lead singer. Edge of Elysium becomes the coolest and most appropriate band name ever.
Ugh, I still really hate that name.
Look, Grace, you can't be the source of all the drama and name the band, okay? That's the rule.
Elysium, the place at the end of the earth to which certain favored heroes were conveyed by the gods. Right? It's the home of the blessed after death. The final... Okay, so it's some sort of end of the world / afterlife?
Exactly how much do you know about the Greek gods, Freddy?
I know my Greek mythology, but what I've read clearly doesn't line up with who they are today. Or who they ever were, maybe.
Still might be useful. There's gotta be some truth to those stories, right?
Maybe? Who do you want to hear about?
Let's hear about Idol, Apollo.
Okay, so the prophecy stuff checks out. Apollo was god of the sun and light, but also kind of enlightenment in general. He's always talked about as this beautiful and cultured god involved with the arts and the muses, kind of a Renaissance man before the Renaissance.
He's clearly had a rough time since those days.
Well, he was also a giant horn dog, Grace. I can list off like a dozen men and women Apollo has had as lovers, and there's probably more.
Weren't they all like that, though?
I mean, Apollo's no Zeus. He never assaulted anyone as a swan. And no, they aren't all like that. Our sun god had a reputation.
I know an okay bit of mythology. I didn't know Zeus assaulted someone as a swan, but now I know.
Do you know anything about the muses? Or Calliope in particular?
Yeah, for starters, there were supposed to be 9. Though I guess there are some sources that said there were only 4, maybe 3. Each of the muses had her specialty. Did you know that Calliope is supposed to be the muse of epic poetry? She inspired the Odyssey.
Wow. I don't even like poetry.
Yeah, it was said her singing voice was unmatched. So they got that part right, at least.
Did she also lead the ancient Greeks in giant choreographed dance numbers?
No, but she once turned a bunch of snobby princesses into magpies, so there's that.
Okay, let's learn about Athena.
What about Athena? Is she really supposed to be the goddess of wisdom?
Sure, but mostly that's meant as tactical knowledge. Athena wasn't all sweetness and light. She was a warrior goddess. She was also the goddess of heroes. There are loads of stories where Athena helps guys like Odysseus or Jason or Perseus.
No female heroes back in those days?
Yeah, I guess not. Women were the weaker sex, which maybe is why Athena was portrayed as being vindictive. She cursed Medusa, one of her own priestesses. She turned people into spiders, struck them blind, started the Trojan War. It's the whole thing.
Not being as wise as advertised is on brand for her, then.
Okay, ask about Persephone.
Tell me what you know about Persephone.
Honestly, she's the least like her stories. Usually, she's either a victim or just the wife of Hades, or both.
And that's it? She was kidnapped by Hades, end of story?
Well, pretty much. Her mother was so angry, she created winter. But otherwise, Persephone was just your average sweet and virginal fertility goddess.
You're right, that doesn't sound like her at all.
Must be hard to be defined by this one thing that happened to you thousands of years ago. I'd be pissed if everyone thought my story ended there.
Well, she is pretty pissed. That much is true.
Oh, ask about Pan.
You said Pan was some kind of lust god, right?
Yeah, kind of. Pan's a god of the wild, and I guess that translates into a sort of lustfulness and earthiness, humping nymphs in the forest sort of thing.
And you don't like him?
Honestly, he's exactly what I'd expect him to be. All the stories say he's a lech and a beast. The Christians equated him with the devil.
Really?
Weirdly, he's also the only god who's supposed to have died, though it's never really clear how or why. Anyhow, there's a great statue depicting Pan having sex with a goat. Next time you see him, you gotta
Can I go talk to him and ask about that?
Just how many of these gods are there? From what I've heard, lots of idols live around here.
Well, there are tons of minor gods in Greek mythology. Hundreds even, depending on how you define them. Oddly, there's never any mention of the word idols in relation to them. Maybe it's like how people worshipped idols?
I sort of assumed it was related to the eidolon.
Which is a Greek word, but I think it means ghost. An image of someone after they die.
Makes sense.
Me? I'm more amazed at all the big names missing. Not just Zeus and Hades, most of the Olympians seem to be gone. Makes you think about what's been lost. But also,
bro, Freddy's thinking like me. Like, okay, ask about other gods.
You think there might be
I'm
other
learning a
gods
lot
out
here.
there?
Well, there are all those gods the idols say wandered off. We don't know they're dead for sure, right? They could be living it up in Australia. Who would know? Then there are all the other mythologies, hundreds of cultures, each with their own pantheon. So what's so special about the Greeks? That only their gods are real, right? And all those other pantheons could be living in secrecy, just like the idols. And that means they're hidden from each other, too. Oh, they could be everywhere and no one would know.
It's like a whole other secret side to the world.
Yeah, it's cool, right? I hope I get to meet Ganesha one day. Or maybe Lakshmi?
This right here, that line, they totally could do sequel games going into the other pantheons and other religions and stuff like that. That would be really cool. Hell, just a prequel, like even a sort of little prequel bit about that whole war thing would be interesting. Like,
I wonder how much.
I
of the
want
stories
more
are
of a
true.
musical roleplay game.
Hard to say. I'm giving you the quick version. There are reams of textbooks out there covering all this, but even they rarely agree with each other.
Really?
Come on, this is
Nothing
wild.
definitive?
Ancient Greece was 3,000 years ago, Grace. Not much information survived all that time, if it was even valid to begin with.
I don't think I understand.
You know what I find
See?
weird?
Good question.
That the idols have managed to remain completely secret all these years. Sure, they have magic and whatnot, but in all this time, nobody's found them out? Athena is that good?
Who says nobody has found them out? The way I see it, it's like UFOs.
Okay, I have to hear this.
Okay, so you could have real evidence that UFOs exist and that governments have covered it up and people still wouldn't believe it. Why? Because they'd get laughed at if they admitted it. Imagine
That's a
the
good point.
headline. Greek gods exist and are living among us. What website would even run that?
Weird conspiracy ones. Yeah, you're right.
Goddamn.
Okay, that's enough questions for now.
You sure? I can talk all day. You know I can.
I'll check
Okay,
back with you soon, Freddy. Time for more mystery solving.
I might have to cut this into 2 parts. Hold on. Does Apollo have even more to say? Or can I just always come here and talk to him?
Hello again.
Hello yourself.
Ugh, get a room, both of you.
I want to thank you for the other day, Grace. I won't forget our walk anytime soon.
Hello.
I should hope not.
Is there, something you came to talk about?
No
No,
thanks.
that's okay. I'll see you
Okay,
later,
so I guess
Apollo.
there is nothing new to talk about. I'm actually at an hour and 30. Actually, an hour and 40 now. And I want to do all of... You know what? No, I'm just going to continue. This might be like 3 fucking hours long, but who cares? We're going to do... the Reliquary. Oh, shit.
When I opened that shipping container, I was expecting, I don't know,
Oh.
rats.
Yeah.
Instead we have... Where the hell are we?
It's hard to say. Weren't we going to some kind of library?
Yeah, Pan said there would be books. You like books, right?
I do like books.
Mm-hmm.
See, there you go. Apparently this reliquary place has all the books you could ever dream of.
A reliquary? Ooh, I bet it has relics. I want a wand of fireballs.
Wand of Sparking.
You are such a nerd.
Speaking of, how much do you actually know about Hecate and this idol you're supposed to help?
The idol we're here to help is named Asterion.
And you know who that is, right?
No. Should I?
That's the Minotaur's real name. You know, big bullhead, horns, lives in a giant labyrinth.
Yeah, okay, I was right. It is the Minotaur.
Pan did not mention that.
Why am I not surprised?
Wait, is he an idol? Is the Minotaur dangerous?
This Minotaur. You don't think he might be dangerous, do you?
Well, traditionally he eats people, but he was also supposed to have been slain by the hero Theseus.
Well, not so slain after all. Pan says he has a problem with his love life.
Maybe he needs to stop eating all his girlfriends? Okay, I knew that sounded wrong the moment I said it.
Tell me about Hecate.
Do you know anything about this Hecate? It It's not a name that rings bells.
Let's see. Well, she was the goddess of witchcraft, the really dark kind.
Ooh, okay.
Oh. But she's never really portrayed as evil. She was more of an outsider. Lived alone, off in our little corner of the underworld. Do you think that's where we could be? Oh, that
Is
is
this
so cool.
the underworld?
Oh, I bet knowledge is important to her. It could be an angle if you talk to her.
You're amazing.
I'm so glad I brought you, Freddy. I wouldn't know the first thing about any of this.
Nah. Well, I hope it's actually helpful to tell you these things.
Why wouldn't it be?
Well, because it could all be wrong. I would have never pegged Apollo for a surfer dude with confidence issues.
Huh. Yeah, good point.
We should go in.
We should go inside instead of standing out here in the fog.
It's more of a mist, really.
A mist potentially full of monsters.
In we go, then. Are you really planning on doing that favor for Pan?
If I can.
If I can, sure. Why not?
Because Pan, that's why not?
I thought you were over that.
Okay. I hope you're right. Let's go meddle in someone's love life. What could go wrong?
Love life. Oh.
I guess the Titan thing is literal, huh?
Mortals within the reliquary. Who permits this intrusion, this sacrilege? This knowledge is not meant for the likes of you. I shall grind you into the dust from whence you came!
But I'm not mortal! Wow, does that sound weird coming out of my mouth?
You, perhaps, but the one with you? Mortals cannot learn of the knowledge kept here. Not ever!
Freddy's not just any mortal. She's special. And she already knows about the idols.
We have been revealed. We are undone!
What? No, not undone.
Dramatic.
I swear, I can go. If you
Drama
want.
queen. I'm here for it, okay?
It's enough that I even got to see this place. It is so amazing. It's like the Great Library of Alexandria, which, you know, was destroyed, and one of the greatest tragedies of human history.
She's just like, this bitch talking to me, just so casually.
I have created this sanctuary at great cost.
Oh.
Knowledge is fragile and must be respected.
Oh, shit. Hecate, mate.
If you want someone who respects knowledge, Freddy is definitely your gal. Hecate? Meet Freddy. Music lover, writer of lyrics, reader of so many books, I doubt she even knows how many.
Hi. Big fan.
Ah, mortal. You wish to see more. I can see the fire burning in your eyes.
Could I? Oh my god, you have no idea. Ever since Grace told me
That's
about this
a
place,
lot.
I have been dying to see it with my own eyes. Seriously. Like, is that a spiral staircase over there? Can I climb that thing? Do you have like those ladders that like slide around and like help you go higher? Because I would love to just like stand on those. It's like my dream. I have dreams about it, and it's like my favorite thing. So you can just like, dream about.
She has dreams about ladders.
No,
I love
you
it.
cannot be Grace.
Sure am.
Then Calliope is dead. Is that now? I thought that was not for another 11 months yet.
Wait. You know what happened?
Wait, what? You knew Calliope was going to die?
No, I am not informed of this for another 11 months and 3 days.
But you just...
Or I could just tell you now?
That cannot be. It is written.
What?
Yes, it's right here. Calliope joins Grace's band. They become friends. Months later, there is an automobile accident and...
An accident? No, that's not what happened.
Are you saying the books are wrong?
You have a problem.
Guess I'm not the only one with a problem.
But this cannot be.
The sooner you accept that someone, somehow, screwed up your magic books, the sooner we can get on to figuring out what happened.
Uh-oh.
You will explain. We will both sit and you will
Tea
explain.
party!
There will be tea.
I love a good tea party.
This book you speak
I don't
of,
like tea, but I like tea parties.
she goes back in time to meet a Scotsman lover who exists in the past.
Oh yeah, several times. It's pretty awesome. You really don't have it?
Mortal printing has outpaced my capacity, I fear. I must focus my efforts on a select portion of...
Look, I hate to interrupt girl talk, but you said we have a problem?
Indeed. From what you have described, something outside the realm of fate has occurred.
Is that even possible?
It is, but I must follow the threads back to their source to find the origin of the deviation. It may take years of research.
Years? I don't have years.
That is unfortunate. If there is nothing else, I must ask you both to leave so I may begin at once.
Can I meet Asterion?
Actually, I came here to speak to Asterion. If he is here.
A visitor for Asterion?
How strange.
Yes, it certainly is strange. Oh shit, oh my god.
Oh, are we doing guests? Is that a thing? I didn't know.
Wow, okay. Freddie was right.
Wait, is he British? That sounds like a
there
British
was
accent.
any doubt.
My old friend, this is Grace. She is our muse from the line of Calliope, and it is she who asked for you.
Pan sent
I'm
me.
here on behalf of Pan. He owes you a favor? Something to do with...
No, not Pan. Nah, never heard of him.
Asterion, of course you know Pan.
No, no idea what he'd want. No, sir, no favours. Nah, not this Minotaur.
Minotaur, I love it.
There you have it, Grace. I believe now is the time when you leave.
But there must be some mistake.
There is no mistake. Not this time.
Ah, please say, it is written.
It is written.
Oh.
Did you hear that? Pan sends me all this way, and Asterion won't even talk to us?
Sounds kind of familiar.
There's another Asterion?
Yeah, more likely Pan's got me chasing my tail. This was pointless.
Well, I don't think we're getting back inside. Do you have another plan?
I don't know if my powers will even work on Hecate, but it's worth a shot.
Ooh, a musical number. Do you think this one could be... do you hear what I'm hearing?
Oh, you're still here? I had to run the entire... Oh, that's a long way, isn't it? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to send you away, alright? I just couldn't tell you, not in front of Kate.
Kate?
Kate? You don't mean...
Oh, that is so cute.
I heard what you said about Calliope. I can help you. I really, really can. It has to be you. I am so in love with my dear sweet Kate. I just don't know how to tell her. Please, help me tell her.
Oh, that's why he sounds so familiar. He was the... I don't know how to pronounce the name properly. I'm gonna try my best. I think it's Raoul Collier. He played a role in the show iZombie. I fucking love that show. Oh, that's why his voice sounds so familiar. He's that guy. Oh, I love that. I love that. Oh, this is gonna make me so happy. You're really the Minotaur.
Are you really the Minotaur? Like the monster who roamed a maze and ate people?
And is supposed to be dead.
Oh, I'm gonna have to look at all the fucking people who voice acted in this later.
Oh, well that's good.
Except Theseus, but he was a bellend.
I never ate anyone except Theseus. I fucking love this.
Let me get this straight. You're in love with Hecate. That Hecate.
Oh, mate, Kate is... She's just the best. Like, she knows everything, and she always smells so good.
Okay, that's a bit weird,
Like, she's so nice to me, and she doesn't even have to be.
Pour your heart out.
Oh, we got stuck in the tower together because we can't live in the mortal world. I know I could make her happy. I want to try. Won't you help me?
Why, Kate?
Do you really call Hecate Kate? Off topic, I know, but I have to ask.
Sometimes she has to go into the mortal world for a short time and do things for Athena.
Uh-huh. And...
Well, she had to make up a magic disguise, a new identity. And I thought she should give it a proper name.
And you suggested Kate?
Yeah, she really liked it. She said, "Thank you, Asterion."
Oh, I love this. Oh, I love this. This is adorable.
Have you tried, I don't know, talking to her about how you feel? I take that as a no.
I don't have the words. I've tried. Every time I end up knocking over a table or killing a cat.
I'm sorry,
talking about how sometimes meat has that grisly texture I don't like.
You killed her cat? Oh,
what?
It was a small cat. I panicked. I'm just not good at words. Right? Really not good.
That's a justification. It was a small cat. It was fine. Oh, I love this.
Okay, so you're in love with Hecate. What is it you think I can do?
A muse knows about poetry and the heart and how to make words beautiful. All I want is to ask her, but I need good words. Please, please say you'll help me.
What if she turns you down?
Hecate might say no. You know that, right?
She probably will. I mean, she's Kate. And I'm me. But just once, I'd like to be able to ask her, to say it out loud instead of thinking it. I'll still help you. No matter what she says. I promise.
Okay. Doesn't this seem
I
weird?
don't know. Doesn't this feel a little weird?
which part?
Helping him woo her with my powers.
You heard what Pan said. You can't make anyone do anything they don't want to do. You can only make them say
That's
what's
a fair
in their
point.
heart.
That is a fair point.
Yeah, that's the part I can't do.
Okay. And what will you do in
I
return?
do this and you'll help me in return, right?
I love how
I
it's
feel
not
like
an
Kate
option.
swear. She's not allowed to
you're
say
forced to help
anything about
him.
what happens at the tower. But she never made me swear. Maybe she never thought anyone would ask. But I'll tell you. Even if Kate doesn't like it, I'll tell you.
Aww,
If I
that's
do this
adorable.
first.
If you help me, any trouble will be worth it.
I like this. This makes the whole first almost 2 hours of this episode seem so much more worth it. Especially after that, the bopping songs. We get to have a fucking romantic song now. I love it.
Can't you just, start the music?
Yeah, but to do what?
Oh, leave that to me. I am so excited about this, I can't even stand it.
What exactly did you have in mind, Freddy?
I'll set up a vibe and you go for it.
I'm not great at words. I'm more of a dancer.
Just speak from the heart. Be honest.
You can do it.
You cast a spell on me. Not literally, obviously. But I feel in summary, you and me are meant to be. 'Cause you put a hex on me. You didn't do it to me directly. I'm not blaming you specifically, just that metaphorically. Shit, can someone help me?
It's okay. Okay, what are some of the things you love about her?
Hecate, with you there's so much to love. Oh, I'm not saying you're fat.
Did not just say that. Tell her something she doesn't know about herself.
Oh, Katie, to me, you in rapture?
Ooh, good word.
Is your pallid skin, your lips are so thin, your love of books.
Asterion, I have but one thought. Why is it that you seem so distraught? Are you saying you're in love with me? You couldn't possibly.
Really? Oh, you're doing great. Give it another go.
cast a spell on me. It's a feeling that's killing me. But let's say categorically, oh Katie, it's just you and me.
I cannot hide from my reality. I can't help but think it's best that you forget me. I feel so little joy. My want is to destroy. You will come to resent me. I'm truly fond of you. Yet now it appears that you love me. How can you be so sure? What is my allure? Tears are near certain.
I could never make you cry.
It's not my tears I fear. What if I lose you?
You couldn't. Oh, I feel so powerless.
Let me be crystal clear. Do you believe this love of yours shall persevere? Despite all, it won't face, it won't disappear. My virtues are few, and if we see this through, the pain that we share may be too severe.
Oh, of course she sings my song better than I do. Help me! This is a disaster. Grace, help me!
Hecate, if you don't mind, I'll take the floor because I feel obliged to help this minotaur. He's a bit absurd, he gets stuck on a word, but he flies like a bird when you walk in the door. Could the love of your life be right under your chin? Well, there's no need to guess, he's already moved in.
Please understand, Grace, it's not him I can't face. My heart is a difficult place to admire. Hot coals at its core, burned so many before, yet he carries this torch, unaware of the fire.
Kate, will you dance with me? Oh, never mind. You know, this isn't the first time I've pretended to dance with you.
Yes, twirl!
Who thought a ball could live under a shell? I don't need your answer, you know me too well. This love is my truth, and I know in my soul that the magic in here is beyond our control.
It's true, there's a part of me that yearns for more. If I had my pick, it'd be you I adore. Not all is written, powers greater than fate give meaning to what the world puts on our plate. Yet, even so, this could all go astray.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
He spared his soul, so what's the debate? Will you let him in before it's too late?
Very well, Asterion. I accept your proposal.
Can you lead? I ain't prepared for this.
My heart is a shiver so hard to describe. These feelings I feel coming up from inside. It's unexpected, I barely know what to do. All this seemed impossible, yet now it's come true.
I feel like our story's about to begin. Coming out of the shadows has changed everything. To you, Grace and Freddie, how do I thank you?
I think you just did.
You trod the path well.
Okay.
You cast a spell on me.
Oh, I love that. Oh, that's amazing.
Wow. That was diverting.
And then they kiss.
You felt this way the entire time, Asterion.
Sorry.
You said nothing?
I didn't think I was worthy. I mean, look at me. I'm only, you know, half a man.
You have been a devoted friend over the long and lonely years, Asterion. I only wish I had realized sooner we could have been more. As for you, Grace, I thank you for arranging this diversion, however it came to pass.
Oh. Wasn't it written?
I don't get it. Didn't you know this would happen? Wasn't it written?
Of course it was. It was also written that I would be unaware of Asterian's feelings until he spoke them to me.
What?
But you knew that.
I follow the rules. It is written.
Oh, I love Hecate. She's chaotic neutral. Or, no, is it chaotic lawful, I think is what she is. She follows the laws, but in a chaotic way. It's written that she won't know until that date. She doesn't know until that date. I'm happy it worked
I'm
out.
glad to see someone happy, finally.
That would be me.
I am also not displeased by this course of events.
Good.
Wow, look at you. Living the wildlife.
Come, Asterian, I wish to speak of this further, and find an appropriate outfit.
Hey, wait for me outside, yeah?
Well, I guess we're gonna wait for them to...
How long are we supposed to wait? It's been over
Did
an
they
hour.
did it?
I'm sure it's fine, Grace. I doubt the Minotaur would break his promise. So, when I tell you.
Whew! You still here? I'm sorry. Kate had a lot to say.
Hi, Asterion. Oh, I bet.
Ooh, I'll bet she did.
Yeah, well, Kate wants us to talk about our feelings more. And there, of course, was tea. Right, so I suppose
Well, I
you
don't
want to
like
know
tea,
how
but I like tea
Calliope
parties.
broke into the reliquary that night.
She did what?
What?
No, we didn't know anything about that. Do you mean the night she died?
Calliope broke into the reliquary?
Well,
Reliquary?
I thought you already knew. Yeah, the night Calliope died, she broke in somehow. Thing is, we know she didn't take anything or even touch anything. I just remember the alarms, and I chased after her.
Okay. The reliquary...
Did you say the reliquary has
alarms?
alarms? Like burglar alarms, cameras?
Oh, no, nothing like that. It just has a lot of protections. You know, magic.
I don't know magic, actually.
Oh my god, we're over 2
It's
hours
just meant
now.
to keep the dangerous stuff from being touched. It was set off, so something happened in the reliquary. We just don't know what exactly.
How did Calliope get inside?
Those alarms don't go off if someone breaks into the reliquary? They don't detect intruders?
Well, normally nobody does that.
Well, Calliope did. She got in somehow.
Well, she must have snuck in the back way. Where do you think I keep running from? Whatever Calliope did here, it was enough to set off the alarms. That's all I know.
Okay. What kind of relics are there?
What relics are there? Maybe Calliope was looking for one, but couldn't find it before...
Yeah, that I'm not supposed to say.
Do you have the golden fleece, the shield of Zeus, the sword of Damocles? Is it suspended?
You know a lot about that stuff for a mortal.
So it's all real?
I can neither confirm nor deny any of that. All I know is that nothing got used and nothing got taken.
How do you know Calliope
Oh, I
didn't
love
touch
this.
or take anything?
Kate knows everything in the reliquary, right down to the last book. She's been looking, but she can't figure if anything was touched. It makes her so mad not to know. And it made Athena pretty mad too.
Okay, so
Athena got
knows?
involved?
Yeah, when Kate finally told her, Athena wants Kate to keep investigating, but it doesn't
So
look
Athena
good.
knows Penelope, or Jesus Christ. Calliope. I don't know where I got Penelope from. Athena knows Calliope was here the night it happened.
Athena knows what happened here the night Calliope died?
Yeah, Kate told her a day or so later, I think. We didn't know Calliope died that night, though.
What? Athena didn't mention it?
Nope. Not that that's weird. She's she's not the chatty type, you know. She came in all quiet and cool, wanted to know who was here that night and what Calliope might have wanted. She swore Kate to silence. Not me, though. Guess she's not as smart as Kate.
You chased Calliope, but did you ever catch up with her?
No. If I'd have caught her, I'd have brought her back and Kate would have gotten answers out of her. All I know is that she was bleeding bad, but I don't know why. I wanted to help her, but she got away in the fog. Then I ran into Medusa.
Wait, what? Medusa? Here?
Yeah. Well, she's not normally here. I think maybe she was chasing after Calliope too.
Okay. Why was Medusa here?
What was Medusa doing here?
So I guess we do have
She
to
was chasing after
Medusa.
Calliope too, I think, but she wouldn't say why. I asked. She never got into the reliquary though. She was just out here in the fog.
Couldn't Medusa have broken in like Calliope did?
Yeah, but I chased Calliope from the reliquary. If Medusa had been there, I would have seen her.
Okay, true. How
How could Calliope have been wounded?
It couldn't have been Medusa, like I said. She never got close.
But Calliope was wounded inside the reliquary?
That's where the blood was. We don't have anything that would attack anyone, though.
So someone else. But they did it inside the reliquary.
If so, they vanished after.
That's all I needed to know, I guess.
This means Calliope came here the night she died.
This is so interesting.
This is where she was attacked.
But we don't know by whom.
Well, this is the second time Medusa's name has come up. That can't be a coincidence.
So Medusa's prime suspect
She's
in
super scary,
investigation time.
but you know she works for Athena, right? I thought maybe
So
that's why she
Athena
was
is
here, but
involved-
Athena said she
Athena
didn't
is
know about it.
involved with this.
That does seem suspicious.
If that's all you
So
need, then
Athena
I have
knew
to
Calliope
go.
was
Kate
here
will be so mad if she finds me
and
gone.
never said anything about
Good luck,
it.
Goose.
So she had a reason to hide that Calliope was here. Wait, why can I not do either? Why can I? Shouldn't I be able to? Wait, don't I have the ability to do blue? Because I guess not. I guess we made progress.
I'm okay. We learned a lot. I just wish I knew why Calliope was here in the first place.
Maybe that's a question for Medusa.
True. I know where to find her.
One thing at a time, Grace. You'll figure it out. I know you will.
I guess so. Next thing is to go back to Pan. Tell him his favor is done.
What an adventure.
Sorry?
You're just lucky, Grace. Luckier than you think. You go do what you have to, and I'll meet you back at the apartment. Okay?
Okay. So I think that's 3 people I'm going to talk to again.
Pan!
Yep.
I hope you're here, because I don't know where else to look for you.
Oh boy.
Of course I'm here, Grace. Where else would I be but amongst the trees and the wild things?
Because he is
I really must thank you, by the by. Asterion is simply over the moon, and he's already repaid me with this select tome from the reliquary.
You used me.
So you used me. All part of your trading favors thing?
Of course. I used you, I used Asterion, you used Asterion, Asterion used you. Is this not the way the world works?
Well, when you put it like
Why
that,
not
that's
just
a pretty
tell me
valid...
what you were after?
And risk nosy Hecate somehow digging it out of you. Perish the thought.
Okay, valid point.
I trust you got what you needed. More grist for the mill of your innocence, as it were.
You knew I would.
You already knew I would, right?
Oh? Did I?
Yes, you
Come
did.
on, Pan. How stupid do you think I am? The place you sent me for this favor just happens to be where Calliope was attacked. You had to know I'd discover that. If you wanted me to know, why not just tell me? What's the angle?
I'm sorry, did Grace
Tell me why I
fade
shouldn't
for a
be
minute there?
suspicious, Pan.
You have no reason to be suspicious. I know nothing of what happened to Calliope at the reliquary. I suppose
You
the
don't
question
seem
at the heart of this
shocked, though, so like...
Do you believe me?
Quite frankly, no. You just so casually go, I know nothing of what happened to Calliope at the reliquary. You weren't shocked when we mentioned she was attacked there, like, not
Give me
without
a
proof.
reason to believe you, Pan.
Ah, you want the ever-elusive proof. If I had that to offer, do you think I would hesitate to share it?
Yes.
Alas, it is my burden to be forever condemned by my idle brethren. I've become accustomed to it. Truly. I've never lied to you, Grace, and I never shall. If you're looking for innocence, however, well, I'm afraid that's one thing I cannot provide.
And if I can't accept that? If I find out you're somehow involved in this?
You'll do what you do, and I'll do what I do, and we'll see where that takes us.
You are the worst.
We'll see where that takes us. Pan, you are just the worst.
Aren't I, though? If I can make a suggestion, live the high life. Throw caution to the wind.
That's your suggestion?
And why not? Is it a devotion to sweet, sad Apollo that makes you hesitate? Take my hand, Grace. Take my hand.
Sorry, I prefer.
You don't know anything about what Apollo means to me.
I know there are better ways to spend your time before you...
Before I die?
God, he looks so hurt. I'm sorry,
You
Pan. I
don't have any
didn't
hope
realize.
for me, do you? You're just taking what you can get before it's over.
I've seen this story many times, Grace. I've told this story many times. And it always ends the same way.
What's the point of even getting to know me then? Right?
Before we do that, I'm gonna go see if Apollo has anything new to say after what I learned about Hecate.
It's lovely to see you again, Grace. You are always welcome. Is there, something you came to talk about?
Nope, guess nothing
That's
new.
okay. I'll see you later, Apollo.
Well, I guess Medusa's lair it is.
This must be the Viper's Nest. Scariest part of town, no sign. Just that one dude glaring at everyone. Well, I'm here now. Just another day in the life of an idol.
Ugh, there you are.
Oh,
This
Freddy,
place
what the
is
hell?
the worst. I think someone peed on me.
Freddy?
How did
What are
someone...
you doing here?
You know what?
thought
I don't
wouldn't
even want to
notice
know.
you skulking off. You didn't even bring any equipment, Grace.
Is that a fucking mace? Where did you get a mace?
What kind of equipment does one bring to a meeting with Medusa?
This isn't a meeting, Grace. You're not here to sell her on your business plan.
Please tell me you don't have any weapons in there.
I can see
Nothing
the
might
mace.
Get me stopped on the bus.
How did a mace not get you stopped on the bus?
Back up in there, okay? Do you even know anything about Medusa?
Tell me what you know.
Okay, I'll bite. What do you know about Medusa?
Yeah.
Well, you know she was human once, right? And she was cursed.
Apollo mentioned it, yeah.
Cursed by Athena. Or so one of the stories goes, anyway.
But doesn't she work for Athena?
Hey, don't look at me. My knowledge of this stuff stops at a few thousand years ago.
She was once human, but she's definitely a monster, right?
Yeah, one of the worst. But, you know, so was the Minotaur.
Asterion said she was scary. I have a feeling she's not like
Okay,
him.
valid.
Then I guess you need to be prepared for the possibility that she is as bad as the legends say. Though some of the stories also say that she was wronged by Athena and that what was done to her was an injustice.
True.
And Athena just follows the rules, right?
Can she really?
Do you think she actually turns people to stone?
Let's hope not, or this could be a short visit. Or a really, really long one.
I'm serious!
Perseus used a mirror to reflect Medusa's gaze back at her. Oh, maybe you could use your phone.
You think that would work?
Unless you brought a mirror, Grace, it's all you got.
Let's do this.
Okay, enough talking. Time to do this.
Okay.
You have a plan for how we're getting inside, I hope.
Maybe. You're here to help?
Always.
Then I have a plan.
Let's find another entrance. Let's go through the roof, I'm assuming. Be stealthy about this.
Nothing in your bag for bashing a lock, I take it?
I thought this was an adventure, not break and enter.
What do you think adventures are, Freddy?
Quite
I
literally.
still can't believe you can do that. It's like I don't even know you.
Kinda
And is this a
know.
good idea? What if Medusa, calls the cops?
Do you have a
As
better
I
idea?
recall, Your big idea was to distract the guy at the front door with firecrackers.
They're legal. And loud.
Do I
Okay,
even wanna know
true,
what
I
else is in
guess,
there?
but he could just stand there and not move and observe them.
And there we go. Coming?
Oh, hell yes. I wouldn't miss this for the world.
Come on,
Time to
Freddy.
split up and have a look around.
Ooh. Oh, wait, is he dead? Are those people all turned to stone?
What a long day, hiding in the light. Such a long day, dreaming of tonight. This sacred bite. Hello, who's that there? You've messed up my flow. Just get your drink, girl, and take your seat. Oh, it's the muse. There are sacred bites, and then there's this sacred bite. So wrong, so right. I'm really gonna hate myself tonight.
Oh my gosh, she's going off.
Before you start the show, Pan said to say hello. That's what he said to say.
Well, any friend of Pan's is a friend of Pan's.
You got a point.
Okay. I hate to interrupt your flow. There's just some things I need to know. I wish there was another way.
Yes, you do. Now, look into
shit.
your body goes freely every time as it tenders, turning gently as it renders. What'd you say, Grace? You okay, Grace? Where's the game face this time? You are currently experiencing something I like to call the preparation. Any questions or comments? That's right, it is widely known that I can turn folks to stone. But oh, I won't this time. Because this time I find dine that oozy musy bloods my wine this time. Look into me. Oh, she's looking away. Hey, look
You flipped that hood. Then out came the snakes. Oh, you're so good. Finally, some steaks. Oh, the ice cream. What a difference an actual monster makes. Athena made you like this.
She was mad at me, so
Well, why was she mad?
she said I'd been bad.
Had you been?
No. Now look into me.
Listen, Medusa. She hides you in shame, but she uses you all the same. You could live another way. If I was treated like you, I'd be a monster too.
That's kind to say, but you could never be a creature like me. You didn't kill
Calliope. So you know that it's true that I didn't do it.
No.
Yes, you do know. You know, does that mean Athena knows?
No. Okay. It's dinner time. You're not gonna walk? Fine, Grace.
Don't you see, Medusa? You were just her tool. Your queen's a user. You're Athena's fool. Apollo could get you free. He's a friend to me.
That's what she said to me. Apollo
Can get you free.
can get Medusa free.
Is that a yes?
That's a maybe.
Oh.
Maybe what? Did I miss something?
Is she serious?
That depends. What do you think, Medusa? Will you help me out?
Fine. Fine.
Freddy
What
with
exactly
the
is it
makeshift
that you want?
flamethrower. I love it. Freddy the badass. I love Freddy. Did you try to eat wait. Ooh, why? Ooh, why were you at? Why were you at the reliquary?
You were at the reliquary the night Calliope was murdered. I want to know
This seems
why.
more informative.
Blast!
Probably.
This is why I didn't tell Lady Athena. I knew it would come back to haunt me. I only followed pretty Calliope to the reliquary. I never spoke to her, never even caught up to her. I swear it.
That's what
Okay.
Asterion told us, more or less.
But you were there that night.
Yes, yes, I admit it. Ugh, Lady Athena will have my head. She'll mount it on a pike. Whatever you might think of me, I had no part in the Muse's death.
Okay.
I did not even know she'd been attacked until I saw her fleeing.
Styrian said you two.
Asterion said he caught up with you out in the fog. Is that right?
I thought he was the one who had attacked her. He is a great beast.
I can see why she would think that.
He killed Hecate's cat by accident. But this still seems hard to believe.
Yes, I only realized my mistake once I caught up to him, and by then the Muse was gone.
And you never found her afterwards?
I thought she might flee to her pretty home, or to the sharp and prickly Persephone. She did neither.
Yeah, she came to see me.
And died in my arms. You didn't tell Athena?
You haven't told Athena any of this? You agreed to help, remember?
I told her Calliope was at the reliquary that night. I did not tell her I was also there.
Okay.
Why not? Wouldn't Athena find out from Hecate anyway?
No, I was not thinking clearly. I panicked. Lady Athena barely tolerates my presence as it is. If she thought I was involved in any
I see.
way, if she even suspected.
Why were you following Calliope?
You followed Calliope to the reliquary. Why were you shadowing her at all?
I am Lady Athena's spy master, yes. Calliope has been trouble from time to time.
So you were spying on her.
I keep watch over every idol who no longer lives in Olympus, but especially Calliope. When I realized she was headed to the reliquary that eve, I followed. I had a duty to Athena.
Did you find out why she
Did
was
you
there?
ever find out why Calliope went there?
I was never close enough to ask. When I drew near to the reliquary, that is when I saw the Muse fleeing. She was frightened, bloodied, dying.
Let me guess, that made you hungry.
I gave chase, yes, but to discover the truth. I knew
Okay.
Lady Athena would wish to know.
That does make sense from your perspective.
I didn't learn the truth until later. And then it was far too late.
How can we believe you?
Why should we believe you? You did just try to eat me, remember?
Facts.
I agreed to help you. I speak the truth.
Right, And not at all trying to cover your own ass.
You presented an opportunity. Oh, to taste the sweet, sweet blood of a hero once again. It's a problem. I've been working on it.
I love how her snakes look so guilty and sad when she does.
Well, what of Pan? The only reason I knew Calliope was going to the reliquary is because he informed me.
Oh.
So much for never lying to me.
What were the odds, honestly?
Let's put a pin in that for the moment, shall we?
I am a monster. It's true. I do not deny it. But still, I did not kill the muse.
Okay. I've asked enough questions.
Okay, let's say we believe you.
So she's most likely innocent.
I've told you everything I know. We have a bargain.
Because
you said my curse might be lifted.
I'll ask Apollo. That's all I can do.
Whatever you do, pretty muse, I beg you. Do not tell Athena of my indiscretion. Show mercy. I know what I am horrifies you. It horrifies me as well. I cannot help what I am. I did not ask to be cursed like this.
Have you done this before?
Whether I tell Athena depends. Have you done this before?
Well,
Don't you think Athena should know what her spy master is like?
No, she cannot. I am a lost and cursed thing. No idol. If Lady Athena should learn the truth.
It's technically true. She's not an idol.
I hope you find what you seek, pretty muse. And that we meet again someday. And sing a different song.
I like Medusa. I actually liked her song. That was actually pretty boppy, kind of.
He knew. Right from the start, Pan knew Calliope was there that night.
Yeah, and who could have foreseen that he was lying to you the entire time? Who, I ask you? A mystery even the Oracle couldn't have penetrated.
Okay, you were right.
Yes, fine. You were right, Freddy. As always.
Ha! See, was that so hard? Anyhow, you probably have a few questions for Mr. Goatman. I'll see you at home.
Thanks for helping.
Hey, I really appreciate all your help, Fred.
Right? I am so good at this. Who needs to be an idol?
Is this where you offer to be my kick-ass high priestess?
Am I not already? Seriously, am I not?
No, you absolutely are at this point. Like, you've been promoted to kick-ass high priestess.
Oh, if it isn't, the lovely Grace?
You knew. Right from the start, you knew Calliope was there that night.
Well, yes. She asked for the key and I gave it to her, no questions asked. I told you I didn't know what happened to Calliope, and that's the truth. I did not. So I nudged you in the right direction.
And
lied about why?
I omitted things, yes. I was rather hoping to avoid suspicion falling my way.
I've never lied to you, Grace, and I never shall.
Medusa learned that Calliope was going to the reliquary because I told her. Now, before you say anything, I had no idea of the fate awaiting our dear muse. And you yourself said Medusa was not responsible. I simply had to know if I'd inadvertently, rather innocently...
You sold her out?
Yeah.
She came to you for help, and you gave her whereabouts to the highest bidder.
I am trying to help, Grace. In my way.
What do you mean, in my way? What way is that?
The way where I don't take all the blame.
What else will I discover, Pan? I'd rather learn it now than later.
Quite honestly,
I wish I could tell you, Grace.
You could. You just could. Just open your mouth and form the words. It's like, I'm pretty sure there's not a law actively preventing him. Okay, let's talk to Apollo. I think might have something new to say because we battled Medusa. We sussed out Pan.
Grace, back again so
Come on,
soon.
we gotta have something to say to Apollo, right?
Did you find Medusa after all?
Okay, there we go. See,
You've been on my mind ever since you told me about her.
I did, and it was fine. I told you it would be. Okay, it almost wasn't fine, but it worked out. Nobody got hurt.
I see. Perhaps you'd best tell me what happened then. That sounds like quite the harrowing experience. One that could have gone very poorly indeed.
Oh, were you worried?
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were worried about me.
I will always worry about you, Grace.
Is that a good
Simping
thing?
over Apollo. I
Take
love
it as a good thing.
If you've cleared Medusa's involvement, that still leaves us with Pan. Have you confronted him about it?
He admitted to selling out Calliope, but not to killing her. I don't know if I can believe him.
I've never thought of Pan as a liar so much as a manipulator.
Yeah.
Still, he would do anything to protect himself. I'll have to give this some thought.
Okay.
Anything else you'd like to discuss while you're here?
No.
No, that's okay. I'll see you later, Apollo.
I mean, I could talk to Persephone, but I don't think I'm gonna. Because that adds so much content. We're already at, what? Almost 3 hours and still haven't finished Act 2.
Hi, Grace. I can just call you Grace, right?
Hermes?
That's my name. Where's Freddy?
What the hell are you doing here?
She went out to get snacks. We were gonna watch TV while we waited, but, well, here you are.
You know Freddy?
What, you and Freddy are friends now? When did this happen?
When I came looking for you. Friday has this movie that I've never seen. Super cool, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh, would you rather not share your mortal friends? Anyway, I guess Athena wants to talk? I can zip us over to Olympus anytime, if you're free.
Is this what you do?
So this is what you do? Ferry people around?
I'm the god of messengers, baby. Travelers, doorways, any kind of transition, really. The old Hermes said that the transition part made even more sense for me, which, you know, extra cool, right?
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that's true.
I can connect any two doorways anywhere, just like that. So it's super easy to take people wherever. I don't mind.
Okay. You knew the old Hermes?
You mentioned the old Hermes a lot.
Hold on, before I go on, I wanna... Oh, my journal's updated a lot. Oh, that's so much! Ow! Oh my... Okay, well, at least Venus is small. How did I learn so much about Medusa? Oh my god. I love how it calls him Minotaur instead of Asterion. Got Hecate. Oh, I love this. We've learned so much about everyone, and I haven't read it all yet. I've been saving it for the end. Oh, it's gonna be so much.
I was homeless for a while. It wasn't a great time, and he took me in. Everyone's on the same journey, he used to say. Only the roads are different. And then he went on his journey. Man, I still miss him. Every day.
Wait, isn't he still inside you? Aren't you kind of the same person now?
Not yet. It's only been a year. Maybe I'll feel him again one day. That'd be nice.
So will it be 20 years before the veil starts to lift? Is that like a base thing, or does it vary depending on the strength of the god?
You say it's easy, but do you like doing all these errands?
Huh. Yeah, I never thought about it. It's nice to have a purpose. Athena is super sweet, and she has a big, important job. Why wouldn't I want to help her out?
You can't be this nice. Are you for real?
Aw, Well, the old Hermes used to say that a willingness to serve is more important than a willingness to be served.
Okay.
Did I have a choice about seeing Athena? I'm not in the habit of being at anyone's beck and call.
I mean, I guess you could say no, but I wouldn't. If Athena wants something, she's gonna get it eventually. She had that look in her eyes, like she really wants to talk to you.
She could always come here. Everyone else does.
Athena entered the mortal world? And now she doesn't do that, ever. Can you imagine?
Athena never
How does
leaves
Athena
Olympus.
manage never entering the mortal world?
She doesn't have to, I guess. Everyone brings her everything she needs. And that creepy owl of hers? Apollo says it's her eyes out in the world. It's everywhere. Watching.
So what, she just never leaves the building?
She'll go to the reliquary and places like that. Just never where mortals are. She wears a toga and calls cars iron horses.
Oh, she's that kind of unexperienced with the world.
I suppose there's no point in putting it off. Do your thing. Take me to Olympus.
Okay. Oh, when you see Freddie, tell her I'm sorry I couldn't stick around for the movie. And mind if I say something?
Sure.
You've changed. I mean, from the person I met when I first came here. When, you know, you got it together really quick.
Thanks, I guess.
Huh. Okay, well, we go through the magic door. God damn it! Is this 3 hours? Not 2 hours 40. Oh, what the fuck? I didn't realize there'd be another choose your trait. I guess I'm going with charming.
There you are, Grace. Do have a seat.
I prefer to stand, thanks.
As you like. You've certainly been busy, haven't you? Everywhere I turn, there you are. Including the reliquary.
Ah, fuck.
I'm uncertain how you got access, but even you must have realized it's off limits. Particularly for your mortal friend.
No, I didn't realize that.
But you know what happened there. That's where Calliope was attacked.
Yet it's not where she died, Grace, is it?
So, because she made it all the way to my apartment, we shouldn't care why she was bleeding to death along the way.
You think our judgment was rash? It was. In truth, I worried that giving you time, letting us all get to know you, would make it harder.
You're assuming that I'm not innocent. Like, what the
I
fuck?
am sorry, Grace.
We've quite
You may
literally
not
found
believe
out
it,
someone else
but
attacked
I
her.
care deeply. I care about what happens to you and to all the idols.
Where's that gotten them?
Do you really? Let's explore where all that caring has gotten them, shall we? You're holding on with a grip so tight, your knuckles are turning white. But that's not enough, is it? Every idol I've met is either lost or broken, or both. They're all slipping through your fingers. If you actually cared about them, you'd do something about it instead of sitting up here worrying about your precious rules.
Zeus was the first to leave. King of the gods. And we don't even know what became of him. Vanished into the ether.
Huh.
Poseidon was next. Walked out into the seas, never to be heard from again. Ares betrayed us. Hephaestus saved us. Hades was murdered. And by one of our own. The list...
Well, yeah, but wouldn't that mean she absorbed his eidolon, or did she already have one so she couldn't absorb it? I don't...
Goes on.
Does she have like a fused eidolon now? I don't... Or did his eidolon just add on to hers? Because we know music and art was originally under Apollo, but the muses got their own eidolon, so... So you add to it?
You add to it. I show up and you kill me off because you can't be too careful.
We are dying, Grace.
Okay.
I don't mean diminishing or drifting apart. I mean our immortality is disappearing. Very soon now, the idols will be no more. We are a legacy that spans millennia, dating back to the very dawn of humankind. So yes, I care. I will do anything and everything in my power to avoid that fate, even if it appears unfair.
It could have helped you.
It's too bad. I've been an idol for 5 minutes, and I've been out there solving problems you've all wrestled with for how long now? I could have helped you, Athena. I could have helped all of you. But you don't see that, do you?
Wait a minute, I just processed
You're so busy
something.
holding on to what you have.
Back from Hecate.
You can't see what you're throwing away.
Hecate said that originally Calliope was going to die in 11 months. That means technically, if whatever happened never happened, Aphrodite would have ended up going through with the ritual, and Venus would be Aphrodite.
I know we put a great deal on your shoulders, Grace. I do.
Huh.
All I called you here to ask is that you please not make my job more difficult than it already is. If you have any other questions or concerns, now's the time to bring them up.
Okay. What? Tell me about Pan.
What do you know of Pan?
Pan? That's not a name I expected to hear. Been sniffing around you, has he?
I have some suspicions, and I'm curious to hear your thoughts.
Pan lurks at the edges because he likes it there, seeking out whatever profit he thinks he can get away with. Avoid him, dear, or he'll stick to you like gum to the bottom of your shoe.
Okay.
Who has access to the reliquary? Is it anyone with a key, or...
Does it matter? You gained access, so clearly it is not difficult to get. Speaking of which, I don't suppose you'll tell me who gave you that key.
Same way Calliope got
The
it.
same person gave it to me, who gave it to Calliope.
And who gave it to Calliope, then? I see.
It was Pan a killer.
Okay, so you don't like Pan much. I get that. But do you think he could kill someone?
We've all killed, my dear. I was once a warrior queen, feared by mortals and gods alike.
Another idol, I mean.
Is that where your investigation has led you? To Pan?
I'm missing something.
Sort of. But I feel like I'm missing something important. Maybe the goddess of wisdom could help me out?
It would be helpful to know what Calliope was doing at the reliquary, but she's not available to ask. Not until you regain her memories, at least.
Why not put off the trial until then? Seems like a good way to solve all this. Yeah?
And trust what you decide to share? I think not.
Speaking of the reliquary, you went there, right? Once Hecate told you what happened?
Yeah, I was not impressed by the delay.
If you had known about that, the night Calliope died, would it have made a difference?
The chances are exceedingly small that you attacked her there, it's true. Yet, Calliope was weakened, which made her more vulnerable prey for an enterprising mortal.
Oh my god.
She knew. Perhaps the incidents are connected, perhaps not. I cannot afford the risk of uncertainty, Grace.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Athena, you... Okay, I want to say let's discuss Medusa, but I'm not going to because I think that might end badly because Medusa said not to mention her because Athena might execute her, so we're not going to do that.
I guess I'll get back to my investigation.
I am rooting for you, Grace. If there's another way to resolve this, any way at all, I will take it.
Okay.
Will you? Really?
Good luck. Feel free to take a cookie on your way out.
Soccer mom Athena I'm telling us to take a cookie. honestly love her for that, but at the same time, wow.
I'm surprised. Athena has always struggled in a crisis.
Well, that's a nice way of putting it.
Remember, she was a warrior. When pressed, she's always turned to that aspect, sought to maintain absolute control. It'd be hypocritical to say it's wrong of her. She's battled for me as much as for anyone.
Okay. Are the idols really dying?
Do you think she's telling the truth about the idols dying out?
Yes, though I find it odd she chose to tell you.
Maybe Athena thought, who'd believe Grace if she blabbed about it anyway?
Sadly, while I'd prefer to stay in her good graces, I doubt that will be possible.
Uh-oh. What now?
You may not like this, but you need to go back to the reliquary.
Okay. I bet I know why.
You know, Athena said something to me. That it'd be nice to know what Calliope was doing there in the first place.
As usual, you're way ahead of me.
It's the only piece of the puzzle we're missing. Calliope went there because she had a plan. But what plan?
If she left clues behind, wouldn't Hecate have found them already?
That's a really good question.
Remember I told you it'd be years before you got Calliope's memories back? Well, that's true, but not entirely.
Okay.
Elaborate.
Those memories are inside you. You go somewhere important to Calliope or touch something special to her, you will get flashes, feelings.
Do you want Grace to go to the reliquary so she can have deja vu?
Whatever happened to Calliope there, it ended her life. All we need to do is uncover those memories.
Last time Freddy and I were there, Hecate wouldn't let us into the reliquary. Not without Athena's permission.
Okay. Do you want to ask Athena for permission?
It just seems like a radical step. For you.
A week ago, I would have said that breaking into the reliquary couldn't be done. A week ago, I couldn't have imagined being here. My stance on a lot of things has changed. If you have another idea, however, I'm happy to go along with it.
Well, the reliquary has alarms, and I got
What
no
about the
other
alarms?
ideas.
I'm not eager to have Asterion chasing me through the fog.
Calliope snuck in without setting off any alarms. At least at first.
Well, I'll be following in Calliope's footsteps, won't I? What if I follow the wrong footstep and set them off?
Then the alarms bring Asterion and Hecate, and all three of us do a great deal of apologizing.
Let's just hope that's all those alarms do.
You sure this will work?
Are you sure about this? You want me to wander around hoping something comes to me?
Am I sure? No. No, I'm not.
Oh, that's comforting.
What if Medusa is lying? What about Pan? We could look into him some more, couldn't we?
Oh, well, do you have a way we could look into those things without encountering even more lies?
Deja vu it is.
Another way?
Is there really no other way? This seems a bit desperate.
I think that's kind of the point, Grace.
There isn't much time left, and I'm out of ideas that won't take more time than we have.
Well, there's always running, right? Grace leaves the city, goes on a world tour, becomes rich and famous. It's just me.
Okay.
Okay then.
What would I be looking for?
Let's say I do this. What am I hoping to find?
Some memory of what happened to Calliope, even a flash. Anything that gives us something to work with.
And if that doesn't happen?
Make it happen, Grace. As if your life depends on it.
I can really see why the idols call you the cheery one.
I'm sorry, but why is she here again?
She lives here?
Right then. Back to the reliquary it is.
Any idea how you want to do this, Grace? Because I'm game to help.
Cool. I'm sure we can figure something out.
I can't go into the reliquary with you. Not without tipping off Hecate. But I won't be far. If I get the slightest sense that something has gone wrong, I am coming in. Still, promise me you won't take risks.
I'll do my best.
I'll try.
Ugh, can we just get on with this already?
reliquary! Let's be honest with Hecate. She'll understand. I think she will.
Ah, so that is now. Oh, you were expecting us? It is written that you would come, yes.
That is so cool. I kid you not.
Yet it was also written that you would sneak into the reliquary as Calliope did, so this encounter is unanticipated.
Your book was wrong again?
This book of yours really isn't as accurate as you make it out to be. The course it lays out is almost always correct. The smaller things, they are subject to free will and frequently change. However, even without the book, I do understand why you've come. Is there a reason why you believe my answer will be different now?
This involves Athena.
The only reason you won't let me in is because Athena forbids it, right?
Use my brain.
She is the one to whom I made my promise, yes. What if I said that she's a suspect in Calliope's death? Is she a suspect? She's an idol. I don't know that she's not a suspect. Yet. Without more evidence, isn't her command potentially self-serving? You will regret this. That is also written.
That is a yes.
Yeah.
Go quickly. Look, but do not touch. The reliquary stores many artifacts, some dangerous. Got it.
Okay. In we go.
Okay, Grace. What the heck do you do now? Of all the times to not have Freddie around, she'd love this. First things first, how do I do this? Where do I even start?
Good question. A lot of books.
Calliope must have been here. She could have stood in this very spot. Maybe if I just focus.
And channel your inner Calliope. Oh wow, we're actually channeling our inner Calliope. Is that a slowed down version of Adrift I'm hearing right now? Like a slowed down orchestral version of Adrift? It is. I love it.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, I've definitely been here before.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, I guess, so it's one of these items, right? Oh no, it's gotta be the mirror, because I can't investigate it. It's gonna be like when I investigated, Calliope's house. I have to check a certain amount of things, and I can...
I don't get any feeling from that. Will I know it when I see it?
Statue.
Shouldn't that be in a museum somewhere?
Scroll.
I don't even know what language that is.
Branch?
They should really charge for tours. It's kind of amazing.
Apple.
Freddie, are you out there?
Why?
Can you hear me? What am I doing? All that'll do is tell everyone where I am.
Yeah, why?
Is this an armory, too?
Instrument.
Is that a weapon? A musical instrument? Maybe it's both.
And the mask is all that's left. After the main
What
mirror.
did Freddie say about mazes? Was it always go left? Or go left and then go right?
Okay, it's weird that she looks over there instead of commenting on the item, but I'm sure there's some reason for it. And the mirror.
This is it. Calliope was here. She was standing right here. And she...
She reached out and... What the hell?
I didn't mean anything. I didn't even touch it, honest.
Okay, who are...
Okay then.
No music? Oh, they got big knives! Uh-oh.
What's happening? Why didn't it work?
Are we gonna get a musical number based on fear? This doesn't... Oh shit, did we take one down? Oh no, it's Freddy!
Grace?
Freddy!
Freddy! We've got to run. My powers don't work on them. They just keep coming.
Freddy? Freddy? No, Freddy, Freddy, whatever you're about to do, don't do it!
No, I won't let you!
No. No!
Freddy!
You're joking. She did not just get stabbed right now. She's gonna be okay, right?
Oh god. Oh god, Freddy.
She's a romanceable character. She can't die.
Oh no. Oh, Grace.
You summoned the Furies.
What?
Those beings were the Furies. Beyond all our laws. Not idols, but the embodiment of retribution. How did you draw them here?
I didn't. There was a big mirror, but I didn't even touch it.
There is only one mirror of which you could be speaking. That used by the goddess Nyx to contact the Fates. Using the mirror would not have brought the Furies down upon you. Not unless the Fates themselves decreed it.
I didn't talk to any Fates. There were figures in the mirror, but they vanished when the Furies got there.
This was no defense or spell of the reliquaries.
My God.
I do not have the power to summon the Furies, and I know none who do. You should consider yourself fortunate, Grace. They do not desist until retribution has been exacted. But now is when you leave. Pray the knowledge you obtained was worth the price.
What?
I'm not leaving, Freddy. Not like this. All this magic. There has to be something. Don't tell me there's no way to undo this.
We have to leave. We have to leave now.
Oh my God. Hecate's gonna help her or something, right? Like, make it so she can live, but only in the reliquary or something? Like, Hecate's gonna do something like that, right? Like, huh? She's just... Oh my God, hold on. No, you can't just end Act 2 like that. Oh my God. Oh my god. Oh, it's 3 hours. We're just barely over 3 hours, but oh my god. What the fuck? She just died. I have to click main menu. I can't continue right now. Freddy just died. I'm flabbergasted. She got stabbed by the Furies, and that's how Act 2 ends? There's still so much to figure out. I can't words right now. I'm about as flabbergasted as when fucking Gregory just decided to drop fucking the elevator and ruin. I'm gonna need to sleep badly. This hurts my head. She's just been stabbed. She been stabbed. No, we're gonna go till in the next episode. I'm sure like something's gonna happen and she's gonna be just fine. Like, I mean, she's a romanceable character. She has to be fine, right? She has to be fine. Like they wouldn't. Like, I know I said a character dies, but I don't think it was talking about her. And it never said she stays. It never says she stays dead. It never says she stays dead. Like, she has to come back somehow, right? Like, I'm just so flabbergasted. I gotta go. Thank you all so much for watching this. If you watched it, I don't expect anyone to get this far because it's 3 fucking hours. I didn't realize Act 2 was so goddamn long. I probably should have split this into 2 episodes if I had known. I'm gonna upload this now. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episodes of Stray Gods. I'm gonna need a moment to process this.